Yeah. Go get some money, I gotta get me a bag, yeah, that's how I feel every day. Watch me go get it, I think it really is strange if you don't be feeling the same. Running it up, bitch, I be fucking it up, then run it up again. In love with them blues, I'm just trying to get rich, that's what it is. I've been broke before, never again, that's just common sense. Standing on business, I know I'ma go and get it, I don't care where money gets spent. Niggas be talking about killings, shit they ain't never did, just running they lips. Don't wanna deal with them, I'm off of my water, you know how I get. They won't tell you the truth, but bitch, I'ma step in, go with my move, yeah. Don't wanna be involved, if it don't involve me, getting a new check. I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money.
I've been ballin' like D-Rose, she a little bitch for my cheat code. Fuckin' off, she a free hoe, see my life's G in the green zone. I done came straight from rags to riches, turn that shit up with the baddest bitches. We in the club, throw the cash and get it. We get it back, they bad for business. They gon' think G.O.D. when we come and spray play, you ain't taming the flood. Blood in the water, my hands drippin', whole life, nigga gon' lay where he was. I just really wanna check, niggas gon' wreck, best how I play in the mud. I really wanna step high in that wet, hit it, J out the buzz. Don't wanna talk on D&D, money bag, yo, no CMG. We finna blow like TNT, cash on the bed of the B&B.
I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money. Yeah. Go get some money, I gotta get me a bag, yeah, that's how I feel every day. Watch me go get it, I think it really is strange if you don't be feeling the same. Running it up, bitch, I be fucking it up, then run it up again. In love with them blues, I'm just trying to get rich, that's what it is. I've been broke before, never again, that's just common sense. Standing on business, I know I'ma go and get it, I don't care where money gets spent. Niggas be talking about killings, shit they ain't never did, just running they lips. Don't wanna deal with them, I'm off of my water, you know how I get. They won't tell you the truth, but bitch, I'ma step in, go with my move, yeah. Don't wanna be involved, if it don't involve me, getting a new check. I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money.
I've been ballin' like D-Rose, she a little bitch for my cheat code. Fuckin' off, she a free hoe, see my life's G in the green zone. I done came straight from rags to riches, turn that shit up with the baddest bitches. We in the club, throw the cash and get it. We get it back, they bad for business. They gon' think G.O.D. when we come and spray play, you ain't taming the flood. Blood in the water, my hands drippin', whole life, nigga gon' lay where he was. I just really wanna check, niggas gon' wreck, best how I play in the mud. I do really wanna step high in that wet, hit it, J out the buzz. Don't wanna talk on D&D, money bag, yo, no CMG. We finna blow like TNT, cash on the bed of the B&B.
I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love.
Yo, what up, fam? How y'all doing tonight, man? Y'all ready to talk some boxing? 913, DJ, Chappelle. What up, my guys? How y'all doing tonight? Hey, Chappelle, I got you, bro. Hey, man, this is what I need you to do, dog. I need you to, because, like, when I'm on StreamYard, I can't wrench niggas up. I only can do it when I'm streaming from YouTube. But, just, say what's up or something at the end of the live or on one of my videos, on one of my other videos, bro, and I'll go in there and rinse you up real quick. I got you, my nigga. But like, yeah, you gotta be like, I gotta like find your name and shit, like in one of my past shit. So just comment on something and I'll rinse you up. But as you can see, what the title is today, we got a lot to talk about, bro. We got a lot to talk about, man. Cause I told you, man. Hey, Philly, what's going on, Philly? What's going on with y'all man's boots, man? What's going on, bro? Like I thought he wanted all the smoke at 54. What happened? What happened, Boots? What happened? I thought you wanted all that smoke, man. I thought you wanted the best fighters, man. I thought you wanted the top guys. Like, what happened? I seem to remember. I say what 2 weeks before you fight Karen, your daddy was online talking about, yeah, man, we love that Virgil Ortiz fight, man. We waiting for the contract. Oh, didn't Eddie Hearn say Oscar sent you a contract? Oh yeah, they sent us a contract. But why ain't y'all signed it and send it back? You wanted the top name. Then at the end of the Karen fight, didn't you say you was going to 54 because you look so bad at 47? This is your words, bro. Hey, what's a better top name than Virgil? Because, hey, trying to get Virgil to come down to 147 is just stupid, man. We seen a dude almost killed himself literally twice trying to make 47. He couldn't even do it no more. So that ain't gonna happen. So what's the deal, bro? Because I seen your bullshit explanation talking about you ain't know nothing about nothing. Well, listen, bro, I got Eddie Hearn on camera saying, hey, yo, I got the nigga saying, hey, at the end of the day, it's Boots' choice, right? Right? So if it's your choice, nigga, and they sent you a contract, what that tell me? You know what I interpret from that? I interpret that, nigga, you ain't want that smoke after you was getting caught with them left hands from Karen. It's like, hold up, bro. I gotta work on some more shit down here at 47. Because in reality, my nigga, what did you do at 47 that even warranted you going up to 54? You did absolutely nothing. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So tell me this, Mr. Phenom. Like, cause bro, I'm telling you, man, it was pissing me off that everybody kept on saying Crawford was ducking this nigga when hardcores, we kind of knew what it was with you, Boots. Your record was padded. That's a padded record, nigga. Yeah, that 32, 34 wins, you 33 wins, you got that look real nice on paper. But then you started to look some of them names, you like, hold up, man. This nigga ain't really fighting nobody. Like, you are the epitome of not fighting nobody, nigga. And now all of a sudden, you just this trumped up phenom that's on the same level as Terrence Crawford? Nah, nigga. I've been combating that shit since day one, bro. And I'm gradually more and more getting proved right. You got some niggas saying, oh, he ain't ducking. I don't think that fight was going to happen. I don't care if it was going to happen or not. They said they wanted it. They said they was pursuing it. They said the contract was sent. And then they said, nah, we're just going to stay down here at 47 and try to see if we can make something shake down here, or Virgil going to have to come down. Knowing Virgil's not going to come down. It's a very convenient excuse, man. I think it's time to go to order some Chinese, bro. Duck sauce. Extra duck sauce with that Chinese food, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm smelling. I'm smelling duck sauce over here, bro. And I ain't the only one saying it, bro. Hey, man, if you follow X, you know what I mean? Boxing Kangaroo, what's up, dog? Long time no see, man. Welcome in the building, homeboy. Like, if you follow Twitter, because you know how some motherfuckers lost their mind after this goddamn election and like abandoned that platform. But if you follow Twitter, you know what I mean? Go look at Boots' last post. Go look at his last post. Oh, I didn't know what was going on. I ain't have no. They all say that. They all say that. That's very convenient to go through when you say, nigga, you your own boss. I'm the boss. They put the fights in front of me. I'm the boss. So that fight came in front of you, bro. And you turned it down. Uh-oh. Eyebrow raiser. Oh, don't tell me you scared, Boots. Don't tell me you reconsidering because you said you wanted the top guys. You said at the end of your last fight. I think it's time for me to go up to 54, bro. I ain't got much. I don't know if I got anything else to prove at 47, which was a hilarious statement, nigga. When you did bullshit, you got given the belt, bro. You didn't even fight for that. And to be honest, yo, I'm starting to believe if you had to fight for the belt, if you had to fight one of them top guys for that belt, I believe you wouldn't be a champion right now. I'm sure of it. What's the word my nigga 913 be saying all the time? Paper champ? Man, that's what you are. You the epitome of a paper champion, dog. Like, for real. And I'm happy you finally getting exposed for what you are. You're not a phenom. You're not the next big thing. You're not. You never were. You just had a trumped up ass record and you had these YouTubers punching your name out there like crazy, yo. You had a little machine behind you that was trumping your fucking name up and everybody believed the hype. But more and more, everybody's starting to see what you really are, bro. Straight up. Average. Like, yeah, like I said, like a lot of people pass the eye test. A lot of people look great on paper. A lot of people look great when they put in the ring, you know what I mean, with certain type of competition. But as soon as that competition starts to go up, bro, they getting exposed out here. These niggas get exposed. This is the best thing about 2024, man. I love it. The hype job's been getting exposed like crazy this year. And you one of them. But I've been saying that. This ain't nothing new. I ain't one of them niggas who jumped off the porch like, oh, nah, Boots is trash. No, I've been saying this since day one. As soon as they start comparing him to Crawford, as soon as the Spence fight and everybody start running the Boots, fight Boots now, fight Boots. Do you know what would have happened if he would have took that serious, man? Just to see. That's why I gotta commend niggas like Bud, bro, who don't want to end niggas' careers, bro. Like, Because he could have demolished that hype train. That shit could have hit a fucking brick wall doing 200 miles per hour fighting somebody like Crawford. And he was the brick wall. Like, for real. Now, and it was before he started looking like trash in his last couple fights, bro. Nah, man. I've been to what time it was. That's not just because I'm a little bit biased when it comes to Bud, yo. Because you know I talk shit when it comes to Crawford. You know what I mean? I do. Like, for real. Facts, boxing kangaroo. If it quack like a duck, it's a fucking duck. And that's what he is, ducking. People gonna try, and the funny thing about it, you know what's so surprising to me right now? Everybody calling him a duck. I ain't the only one. I ain't the antagonist this time. It's just pure fact. Y'all talked all this shit about what y'all was gonna do, where y'all was gonna go, and then when the opportunity came up, nigga, y'all backed out. Y'all backed out fast too. Like, man, what's up with that? What's going on? Boots team? Somebody made a mistake. Somebody knows something. So, I'm not trying to hear that. Oh, we don't know what's happening. Shit. I'm not that that don't fly over here, bro. We ain't like all fighters keep saying the same shit, man. They all can't be telling the truth, bro. Like, for real, y'all niggas know what's going on, man. Y'all in the end, y'all get the final say about who y'all fight, man. They put names in front of you niggas, and y'all say, I don't want to fight him, or I want to fight him, or I don't want to fight him, bro. Like, come on, man. You didn't want to fight him, but you told the world you wanted to. But see, we tired of that shit, bro. We tired of these niggas talking this shit. Just talk. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do that. And then when the opportunity presents itself for you niggas, y'all run. Y'all run. So guess what, bro? I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're about to lose the nickname Boots. You about to call you Pumps now, nigga. You're like, yeah, the pumps bitches be wearing. You about to call you Pumps. That's about to be your new name, bro. Because I told you, man, you wasn't really that guy. You was never that guy, bro. And I'm happy we all getting to see it now, man. Everybody's getting to see it. GMT, what's up, my guy? All my niggas is in the house tonight. That's what's up. 913. What up, dog? Hey, you know we about to lay into this nigga tonight, 9. This paper ass.
Hey, man.
This hype,
hey,
y'all.
man. I'm going to start calling him Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots. You know what I mean?
Puss in
Real
fucking
shit,
Boots. That nigga's name is Pumps now. He pumps. Nigga, you lost the title of Boots, nigga. Facts, bro, because nigga, you were talking all that trash, and now you got the chance, man. Now you running.
Hey, if Boots walked in this chat right now, I'd be like, young Stiletto in the building, nigga. But hey, man, real talk, bro. You said something that really struck a nerve. And I was like, you know what? Let me come on down. 2024 has been that year, nigga. You know what they say? What don't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse. Well, 2024 is the year where a lot of motherfuckers and got exposed.
Man, bro, and you remember now I said this in the beginning of the year, man. It looked like 2024 gonna be the year of the upset. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad, nigga.
Hey,
like,
man,
damn, I was right in the motherfucker
too. I've been listening on YouTube too, man. And over this last couple of few days or whatever, and it's so beautiful, man. When we and salute to everybody who comes to the chat, all the regulars, the motherfuckers that have come to my page when I decide to fire up a live, everybody on GMT's shit, everybody on heavy shit, DJ, Mark, Pell, all the fellas, because guess what, bro? Videos that we made 3 or 4 months ago, motherfuckers is just now making these videos.
Just now making these videos. We've been saying this shit.
We've been saying this shit, bro. Motherfuckers
this ain't no surprise to niggas like us. We're just waiting to get proved right so we can laugh in everybody's faces like we doing right now,
huh, bro? Man, to be honest, bro, we had already knew what it was with Boots, and we was off this shit. We didn't even give a fuck about Boots. To keep it,
we wasn't even tearing him up like we was doing Haney, man. Like
we wasn't even paying attention to this motherfucker.
We didn't give a fuck. We seen it like, man, y'all niggas is getting behind this hype train, and I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, this nigga ain't what he ain't that. He's not that,
who
bro.
He gonna fight? Another front foot heavy fighter who put all his weight on the front foot, and so he can throw as many punches as he want to, get out the way, do the practice, walk into all his shots,
so he can look fantastic again, so he could try to get his phenom title back. But no, you're not one. You're not a phenom, bro. You're super average, bro. You're average.
And after that last Karen fight, bro, first thing I said was keep that boy far away from VERGIL Ortiz. Now he's saying he want to fight him at 47. Bro,
now he said he want to fight him at 47.
I thought
man.
your bitch ass
come on, bro.
Weight.
But you know he couldn't make, bro. He literally put himself in the hospital twice trying to make that weight, bro. He can't make that weight, yo, unless he want to goddamn die. You want him to come down all unhealthy and sick as hell to give you an advantage, bro.
Though, bro, after the Karen fight, wasn't Boots the one that said the weight was a problem for him?
Yeah, that was an excuse he had. Said, "Oh, I'm having problems at 47."
Exactly. So why can't you make the fight at 54?
Now you stand at 47. Now you sending contracts to all the champions. Oh, I wonder why. Because you got exposed by nobody.
This name been ringing bells for all the motherfucking wrong reasons, man. Real shit. You got 2 paper champions this year that was arguing over purse splits who ain't fought shit. That's Brian Norman and Boots. You know what I'm saying? You got Devin Haney I see you out there, Pell, but I gotta call it how it is. You got Devin Haney who got motherfucking exposed. You got Earl Spence who everybody still talking about, but this motherfucker don't want to fight. And the last time we seen his bitch ass in the ring, the motherfucker weighed 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is getting motherfucking exposed. Everybody. Man. Make these motherfucking fights, bro. Make these fucking fights.
That's why I say, man, that this is why I rock with niggas like Turkey, because he making the fights, and the niggas that everybody is trumping up, man, they been getting their asses whooped, bro.
Dog
walk. Been in close ass fights that they should have won anyway. Like that fight shouldn't have been that close. Karen should have not. If Boots is the phenom, everybody been saying. They should have made that dude look like an
I seen Big Baby Anderson start crying, I was like, that boy ain't shit. He got exposed. Everybody
Gerald Anderson crying and shit. You know what I mean? Nobody knew who the fuck Broccoli was. Everybody knew who Anderson was. Who was the tight nigga for real? Wasn't Anderson.
Yep.
It's because now everybody screaming Broccoli's name.
Do you remember the last live I made, bro? The subject? And this is the problem. We're American boxing promoters in general is going for markability and not talent. They're going for motherfuckers who's marketable and not talent. Look at Rolly. He's the poster child for that shit. He's got marketability.
Fucker can talk so he get all the big fights. Can't box for shit.
Can't box for shit.
If I see fucking Rolly Romero on one more fucking pay-per-view card, bro, like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, bro, that's the problem, my nigga. No motherfucking talent whatsoever. But it's all about marketability.
But we seen this nigga on pay-per-view 3 times. What the hell?
Yeah. And then we sitting up here arguing with this motherfucker, and he arguing with a motherfucker, and this nigga can't fight his way out of a wet paper goddamn sack.
Trash.
And he arguing with motherfuckers talking about, well, you don't bring nothing to the table. Well, I bring these motherfucking fears.
Swear to fucking God, bro. We live in this world where these
bro.
The fighters are just as delusional as the fucking internet, bro.
Man, I love boxing, but I love even more when motherfuckers get exposed. I love
it, bro. Like, I swear to God, I thought there was gonna be niggas coming out super defending this nigga, man. And no, nigga, everybody like, no, you look like a duck, bro. Like, you look like you ducking, bro. Nigga, you talked all that shit, man. Then you got the nigga's name across your desk and you turned that shit down. Nigga, you don't want to get knocked out. We all know he'll knock you the fuck out. Now, if you the phenom, and now everybody's saying after that last performance, because your last performance was shitty. And you know the old saying in boxing, man. You only as
good as your last performance.
Nigga, after that last motherfucking performance, nigga, you changed your mind real quick. Of course, you're going to go on that in front of that goddamn camera and say, oh, yeah, I want to move to 54. But when you sat down and reality set in and you rewatched that fight, nigga, you said, nah, I got some shit to work on before I get in the ring with somebody like Virgil.
Even in the fight before last, bro, I was like, what the fuck you think would have happened if Avanesian would have had a full count?
Man.
A full count. Where he could have film study
with a full count. Like, because Karen showed us in the first fight, like, hold up, bro, he showed fantastic footwork. You couldn't even hit him. And so if he kind of stand there and we use that same footwork, he's still going to be hard to hit. Did the same shit to you. And stood in the pocket with you. You should have gotten the fuck out of there. You're the superior knockout artist, right? Right? Like, bro,
do you know why Boots wasn't an Olympian, bro?
Oh, he would have got.
Do you know why he wasn't an Olympian? Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because he could not beat Gary Antoine Russell. He's 0-3 against Gary Antoine Russell. Now you look how Gary Antoine Russell looked in his last performance. And that'll show you right there, nigga. He cannot beat Gary Antoine Russell.
And you know, Gary
Shout out
Russell
to
said
Gary Antoine
they
Russell.
that's a good point, man, because they interviewed Gary Antoine Russell and they asked him, they said, do you see what boots is boots the same boots that you fight in the amateurs? He's like, I see the same mistakes he is making in the amateurs now. He ain't fixed it at
Yeah,
all.
he's never beat Gary Antoine Russell. That's why Gary Antoine Russell went to the Olympics and Boots didn't. They was in the same weight class. Boots just couldn't beat him. Boots was always a motherfucking number 2 to that guy.
Yep. Kind of like Keyshawn was with Andy Cruz.
Thank you. So certain shit don't be a surprise. He's the number 2 guy.
Bro, and that's what I said, bro. I was never ever sold on this guy, bro. Like I told you at first, you know, when you first hearing the way people talk about that nigga, you like, hold it, bro. Let me see what's going on. Like, remember at first, oh, he's the next Crawford. They comparing him to Crawford. They saying he's this, he's that, he's this, that. And then you go watch the highlights. You're like, oh, he do look tight in these highlights, but he's like, he don't look Terrence Crawford tight. And then you look at the opponents, the level of competition, man. He supposed to look that good against these guys, bro. I'm not sold on that shit, nigga. Fight somebody tight and show me what you made of, nigga.
Only
Why
thing
don't
these
you go
dudes
to
is doing,
England
bro.
in front of
Only
70,000
thing these
people and
dudes
try to
is
take the
doing
title
is
from Nick
getting their
Young?
wind up so they can go 12 rounds, but they're pretty much still fighting the same amateur style that they're fighting. That's
Man.
why these motherfuckers always end up getting clipped, because amateur fights is a race. Professional fights is a marathon, bro. That's why, like, let me give you an example. Like, if you make a motherfucker, boxing is about making a motherfucker miss and making them pay, right? In an amateur fight, like in a professional fight, a motherfucker, you slip a right hand, boom, you throw a hook, right?
Right.
Move out the way, boom, because you got a lot of rounds that you got to deal with. So you don't want to shoot your load and shit in your first couple of rounds. It's all about pacing yourself. That's a professional fight, right?
Yep.
But in an amateur fight, you don't have that much time. You're fighting 3 2-minute rounds. So what you got to do is you slip that right hand, you counter with the hook, you counter with the right hand, you throw a hook, right hand hook, boom, then you spin the fuck out. You're dumping the combination. In the professional fight, you're dumping a single shot or maybe the double shot. But in the amateur fight, you're dumping the triple shot or the quadruple shot because you're trying to score. It's a race. Who's going to throw the most? Who's going to land the most punches? You understand what I'm saying? Hence, that's why guys like that is getting clipped, because now they're in the pros, bro, and they're throwing all these combinations, standing right in front of a motherfucker, and they essentially too greedy, and a motherfucker clip them. Boom. That's how Jared Anderson went down. He could not understand why him throwing them pity pat ass motherfucking punches wasn't gonna do shit to Piccoli.
Yeah, and why you remember what we were saying? We're like, why is he standing just right in front of this dude with sledgehammer for hands?
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of
move
motherfuckers.
Your head, motherfucker. You think you're tight? See, you got a reality check. That's what he got. He deserves that.
And then, like on the flip side of it, you got guys like Devin Haney, right? Who's took well to the pro style, but guess what? He's a young fighter, so he's fighting like an older pro. He's not fighting like a young pro, beat on his feet. He's fighting like an older fighter. Even though he's a young fighter, he fights like an older fighter. You see what I'm saying? Very, very cautious. You know what I mean? He fights like an older fighter that's been knocked out before or several times. You know what I'm saying? Where he has opportunities, but he just won't pull the trigger. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem with him. So our whole boxing system over here, which is another video that we made, you feel me? Months ago, which is another one. We're in a state of emergency. And guess what? It's a lot of these.
Like, they niggas never get through to our channels. They too busy getting through to the niggas that pander to their ass all day because we spit facts. So, like, you gotta think about it.
Bro.
They really want to
fuck that.
I mean,
and
but
fuck
it's
that,
true.
bro. I'ma talk my shit, bro.
I'm talking about guess what? Because niggas, our voices will get out there now and eventually, nigga. We just gotta keep on talking.
Bro, we been said that American boxing is in a state of emergency.
Fucked up.
We got
Early
two
in the
good
year, we talked
partners
about this.
from another country. We got DJ and Mark, and they like, yeah, I agree, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're not the
Oh shit! Look who's popping in now. 1-3, motherfucking heavy bag, nigga. Where
Oh
you
my
been?
God. Hey, did I see a ghost? Do I
Yo,
see a motherfucking ghost?
what up, dog?
Heavy. If you don't get your goofy ass in here,
Get your
come on in
goofy
Peace.
here,
ass in
bud.
here, nigga.
Peace to the planet, man. What up, what up, what up? My
What up,
fellas, my
dog?
guys. What up, man? What's going on?
Chilling, bro. How you been, man? What's been up?
Man, I'm came on.
I can't
I'm glad
call
you
it,
came on
man.
because me and Punch was about to crash out pretty soon, nigga.
No, you know
Dang.
what, man? I said, oh man, somebody on. I gotta get. I listen. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Business come before every. Listen, this shit don't pay no bills, so I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And be
Hell
on
yeah.
that tunnel vision. But you know what my heart is, man, is right here with y'all. So I had to jump on, man. I'm gradually trying to get back.
It's good to see you.
I dig it. I dig
And I
it.
seen it, and I seen the title. I was like, God, man, is it for real? Is it true that Boots pulled out of this fight, bro?
Yo, pulled
What?
out, fam.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
And his
you know
daddy was
what's
like, he ain't even thinking about boxing right now. Well, what the fuck is he thinking about then?
that's what Bozy said?
Yes.
Damn. Because I know I'm tripping off the fact that the last time I seen Boots in the center of the ring after he beat Shukajan, he was basically alluding to the fact that, 54 was on the menu. And for, that not to be the case, to actually get the fight that I thought we probably wouldn't get for a very long time with Virgil Ortiz. Because, we all, listen, with Earl Spence and Bud getting out the way at 47, we thought that was going to be the mega fight, right?
Yeah.
That was going to be the next 147 huge showdown. Virgil Ortiz, Boots. You had the two knockout artists on a collision course, and that didn't happen because of that rhabdomyolysis bullshit. And I thought Virgil Ortiz did a smart thing. Go to 54, establish yourself. You got a few fights there. Hell of a fight with Boy Chuck. I wish we could get that rematch. Shout out RC. I was able to go to that fight. And we felt like Boots need to be doing the same thing, earning them stripes at 54. That's where the name's at. That's where the money's going to be at.
Because they call you the phenom, right? So
right. And so to get this opportunity versus Virgil Ortiz, who's, by the way, the WBO interim now that he beat Boy Chuck?
Ass win too. You should have been licking your chops after Virgil's last performance, but you look shitty yourself.
I got to be honest, man. I'm just completely surprised. Something's going on with Boots, bro.
I ain't surprised, T.O. We
Not
just
at
see
all.
what he really was. This is always what he was, fam. He was always overhyped, bro. Always. And
Heavy, bro, we've been made videos about this. Everybody in the clip been made videos about this.
Oh, and shout out
to
Nan. This is my man, Boxing Kangaroo, another cool ass Aussie from down under.
The Kangaroo.
Man,
what up, boy?
Salute. What's going on, fellas? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to chime in on this fucking Boots talk. Sorry for swearing, but man, I was hearing these comparisons to the next Roy Jones, and I'm like, man, they got to stop pumping this dude's tires up because he ain't fought shit.
Right.
Fact.
He looked terrible against Karen, and then all I get is, oh, Karen's a great fighter. Why the fuck's Karen ever fought?
You had that much trouble with a guy nobody knew who the fuck he was, man. I know. Eyebrow raising.
By the time Roy Jones was at 30 fights, he had already beat Hopkins.
Roy Jones was already at legendary status by the time he was at 30 fights.
Stop it.
Roy Jones Jr.
He had already beat Bernard Hopkins and James Toney. Y'all need to stop.
You think he was on Roy Jones' level?
Yeah, that's
stupid. Many small comparisons. Hell
no, but I could understand some of the comparisons. And we know we do that. We, especially if we like a fighter, you jump out a window with some of the comparisons. But I wasn't mad at some of the comparisons. They have some of the same mechanics when you look at, the footwork and how the hooks kind of come out of nowhere. So listen, I like Boots. I really, really, really like Boots. I'm baffled at the fact that this fight isn't going to go through. Now, let me ask y'all, why do you think you know, they're not allowing Boots to take this fight? You think it's just purely because he's not ready?
I
And
think
who
No,
has
because
Virgil
Boots is just not as
Ortiz?
good as everybody thinks he is. I
Who
don't
has
think
Virgil Ortiz
I'm
for outside of Boychuk? And you know, you can't put so much stock into Boychuk. We only got a small glimpse of him.
he beat Mean Machine too. He
Yeah.
beat Mean Machine too. Stopped him.
Oh, I think
yeah.
that Michael McKinson was a good win, man. Like, he was a tough dude, and Virgil showed a lot of ring IQ in that fight, man. He was trying to beat him around the head. That wasn't working. He went to the body and he broke him down via the body shots, man. And, you know, that showed IQ that he had to switch up and stop going for the headhunt and start working the body, man. He was listening to his dad in the corner. And now that he's with Robert Garcia, man, I think the sky's the limit with this kid. I'm massive on Virgil. I think Virgil's passed the eye test. He's been chin checked. He showed what he's got under pressure, man. And I think that would have, I think he would have taken Boots' head off.
Y'all got to remember,
that,
though,
bro.
at 47, Kavalauskas, Mean Machine, he almost stopped him in the second round. He had him out on his feet. And he rallied back, stayed on his feet, and came back to stop him. Just like Bud. Mean Machine had him hurt and out just like he had Bud. Matter of fact, he had Virgil more hurt than he had Bud.
Yeah. I mean, there's some resilience for sure.
Think about this, Tio. I look at it like this. I compare. This is what I agree with you saying that Virgil ain't fought top competition either, but it's been stiffer competition than with Boots fight.
Yeah, well, Boychuk alone, in my opinion. But did he actually win that fight?
No, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, like a lot of people didn't think he beat Boychuk.
And if he did win, it was by the skin of his teeth. But in my opinion, I thought Boychuk pulled it out. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
you know,
I wouldn't have been mad
fellas?
either way. It was one of those kind of fights, but Boychuk did his thing. Go ahead, Darren.
He got the decision, but you learn more from your losses than you do your wins. So I think that's gonna make him a stronger, better fighter. He's taking time off now, and you know, probably gonna work his game plan and you know, come back with a better opponent and shine.
Well, Xander Zayas has signed up. He signed for the fight with Xander Zayas.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, I heard that's the next name coming up, Xander Zayas. That's a good fight.
That's a done deal. That's done. It's signed. It's done. It's signed.
It's done deal? Oh shit. Okay.
It's on the February 22 card in Saudi, man. It's on the Bivol Petroleum undercard.
That's gonna be a hell of a card, boy.
That's
real quick,
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say that's the best card in my time I've ever seen. Since I've been on this YouTube shit in 5 years, man. That is the best card.
That's a dope card, man. Real quick, if you don't mind, Punch, man, I just want to say shout out to everybody for holding me down. I know y'all keep, you know, your boy going while I'm not here, man. DJ, Slick, the whole Aussie family, man. I truly appreciate y'all for just sticking around with us for so long and rocking out. And real quick, I just got to ask this. What was the excuse given from Team ENNIS? Like, did they release a statement, or is he supposed to be injured? Or
all right, well, I was going to play
because I've been oblivious, man. I haven't been keeping up.
They talked to Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn said, yeah, the contract came on the desk, but you know what I mean, they wanted to see what's going on at 47. So I take that as a turn down, right? Was the contract offer? He said it at the end. There was a contract offer.
Well, the contract was sent, but Boots didn't sign it because he wants to keep fighting at 47.
Boots didn't sign it. Virgil signed his side. That's not him a contract with Virgil signed side already.
Oh, he's scared then. He's scared. He been alluding to 54 forever now. They've been alluding to 54. They've been saying it. They've been saying it, and he just said it again in this last fight. Yeah, he just said it again at the end of this last fight.
That's why the title is Boots is scared of Ortiz. You're scared, nigga.
Yeah.
Man, 154, I think, is the hottest division in boxing outside the heavyweight division. I think 154 is where it's at, man. Turkey needs to make a tournament. Man,
and Kangaroo, we've been saying that, man.
Yeah.
We've been saying that.
Names,
40 and 54 is crazy.
Yep. We got my boy fighting this weekend, man.
We got all the guys in the building. GMT Sports in the house. DJ in the house. What up, fellas?
What's good, everybody?
54.
Guys,
54 was that girl that nobody
new cat
noticed
up
at
in the
first.
corner with the
Tito bringing everybody out their jail.
Yes, new
Everybody
subscriber,
coming out their
heavy
cave to rock a
bag.
heavy bag.
Oh man,
Well,
salute Sam
welcome
for
to the
coming
channel,
through,
heavy
man.
bag. Yep.
Well,
What's
welcome,
up,
man. Welcome.
What's up, man? God, feel good, brother. Feel good to see y'all, man. Miss y'all, man.
Man, took a whole hiatus, goddamn.
Yeah, man. Had to get
I
that
feel
tunnel
like
vision.
I'm looking at a unicorn. I didn't know they existed.
I'm here, man. I'm here, and this the perfect subject because following Boot's career and definitely, in my opinion, I felt like chinks and all, holes and all, the dude's got some kind of goods. I'm not saying that he's a bum. I still believe he can make a splash in the sport, and for this to play out the way it has, I'm shocked, man. I'm blown away.
So let me give you a
proof.
real quick summary, heavy.
Yes, sir.
I won't name names or channels or anything like that, but evidently from me following it a little bit today, right, what they're doing is they're hanging their hat on two things, right? That Boots was put under pressure really quickly through confusion about the offer, not the contract, that apparently it was supposed to be originally 147, but when they double checked, no, it was 154. And then Boots was somehow oblivious to the conversations, yet he spoke about it in his own social media, right? And then turned around and said, well, I'm not sure whether I'm ready to drop the belt at 147 to go to 54 to fight Virgil, which is bullshit in itself because he's just honoured his mandatory at 47 on the IBF, right? So it's just a whole heap of excuses from a failed negotiation, we'll call it. But I've always said that this is poor form from promoters where they get ahead of themselves, almost tell the world there's a fight happening before the deal's done, and then they make themselves look stupid when one party or both parties need to actually pull out of it. So you can look at it all you want as a duck or they couldn't come to terms, but I was talking to these guys in your absence over the last week or so, and I smelled a rat and went, well, this just doesn't make any sense to me unless Boots wants to campaign at 54 because he's kind of locked out or they can't make deals at 47. So it actually doesn't really matter here. It looks like Matchroom and Boots are finding it hard to make the big fights at 47. So now they're fishing everywhere else.
Who's left at 47?
He got the champions, but it go beyond that, man. At the end of the day, it's you don't give the kid the dessert before dinner. Just don't do it. He got a belt, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't feel like he deserve it. We need that fight to show that you deserve it, right? And it's sort of in reverse when he should have had that fight before that, but it doesn't happen that way for him because he's been stalled out so long. But at the same time, you can't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash neither, right?
Yeah.
We can't sit here and pretend after that Karen fight is supposed to be dominant. The Artunian fight got stopped, which people call bullshit on there with the doctor and bullshit. Then you get the second Karen fight, which you should have dominated him, but you didn't because you underestimated your guy. Didn't think he was gonna come forward on your ass. So that shows if a guy got feet, it's gonna be an issue. You see what I'm saying? If it's a guy that's willing to stay in your gut, it's gonna be an issue. You know what I mean? Then after the fight, you sit there and say, it's the weight. I feel like if I go to 154, the power will be there. Now this is in the ring.
A lot of fucking cats.
This is in the ring.
Big facts.
And then you turn around and go and when they ask you about Virgil, hell yeah, I fight Virgil. Now you want to pretend talking about negotiations going on behind your damn back. What? How is that? That dude works for you. He can't just put you in the ring with anybody and say who you fighting. You pay this guy, right? Then you got Eddie gave two different separate conversations. All right, the first conversation that DJ talking about, you could tell that Eddie didn't even know that Boots put that shit on social media talking about if it don't come from me, don't believe it. Because Eddie was saying that The contract came through, said 147. We said, you sure? 147 is like, oh no, that's wrong. No, we meant 154. On another interview, he said the shit came through and it said 154. Going back to the first interview, when a guy brought it up about Boots, he says, oh, well, yeah, they just sent an offer. That's not negotiating. We went back and forth a little bit and this and that and the third. Eddie, you're smarter than that. When you go back and forth, guys, what's that? Ain't it negotiating?
That's negotiating.
You can't be a fool. You can't. We not dumb. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's seeing this unfold. What ENNIS did, he should have took the fight with Virgil. At least you halfway getting what you want. A flat-footed guy that's gonna come forward. Something that you like. The only difference is this flat-footed guy he know how to be flat-footed. If he get it, he know how to get in the inside. If he can get in the inside on your ass, he's a body snatcher. Right? Play your part. Be the boxer that you want to be. I know you want to be exciting, but this is the type of definition of a fight that you need to solidify yourself. Yeah. Then Eddie goes on with the cap. Oh, if we go to 154, he's not sure if he wants to drop the belt. Now, this is all in one conversation, Eddie. We thought you didn't talk to him. Boots, we thought y'all didn't have this conversation. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is where the big cap comes in at. 147, DJ hit on him. He done fought his mandatory. He's up for a voluntary. They not taking nothing from him. He can go to 154 and still come back down to 147.
And keep your belt, nigga.
See, this is when they think like people don't know boxing because you ain't been in the ring, this and the third. You know how many boxers done it? Hell, my favorite fighter, Punch's favorite fighter, goddamn me held all them motherfuckers up.
For a few months.
Come on, bro. We watched Canelo do it, bro.
2024 ain't a good year for Boots, bro. First, you start out going back and forth with two paper champions going back and forth, you and Brian Norman. And then you start going back and forth with a motherfucking interim champion. What the fuck, bro? Make a goddamn fight.
And see, that's the thing that make it look real bad to me, bro. If you're Eddie Hearn, you couldn't get neither one of the paper champs in there. Well, you really could have, but you don't believe in Boots enough to put that kind of money out there to say, hey, fuck it. I might break even on this fight, but at least I'll have a unified champion on my hands. And then you turn down the 54 fight when it's public record. We've seen you, nigga. You know we can see you, right? We've seen you in the ring. Tell us that you would feel better at 54. So, man, that shit is. I'm baffled, bro.
Yeah, it's a bunch of cap going on, bro. And what
I started rubbing my hands together. You know, I was like, yes.
Don't Boots got the IBF?
Yep.
Yeah.
He could. Who the IBF champion at 54?
Bachram.
Yeah, Bachram.
So you in a two shithole slate. Three-way. If you don't get Brian Norman, because it's gonna be hell and high water before you get in them boys at PBC, right? I don't care what offer you give standing on his air. Like, nope. I already know that's gonna be a no. So
unless Turkey comes in with a really big paycheck,
and it ain't gonna have to be the standing on. It's going to be the Al. Louis the Cooper's one of them. It ain't gonna be Stanionis making that call, because if that was the case, Stanionis wouldn't be on the shelf this goddamn long.
Well, it's no different for Barrios while he's with PBC.
You know what this reminds me of? I hope he ain't Boo Boo Andre so.
Well, that's what I think. I was just about to say. Is anyone here think that Boots is the next fucking Boo Boo 2.0?
Man,
well, Boo Boo in a sense,
that's a good point.
In a sense, yeah, but Boo Boo kind of did it to himself.
This is what Boots is doing to
Boots
himself.
is doing it to himself right now.
Well, he's doing it right. He's starting it right now, but I'm just saying for a minute.
It all went downhill when he pulled out of that Charlo fight. It went all downhill.
Yeah.
And that's what this reminds me of. You pulling out of this Virgil fight, it could potentially go all downhill, bro.
He should have took the fight.
He should have took that fight.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it. Just like you two, I'm like, goddamn. I ain't never thought of, so the phenom, right? The so-called phenom, nigga turned down his toughest fight.
Yeah.
That's saying something to me.
The new Roy Jones.
He ain't ready. He ain't ready for it.
In order for Boots to be vindicated, he need to be having a unification fight next. Only way he gonna get vindicated from this shit. If not,
his next fight gonna be Brian Norman. Watch.
And let me ask the panel that too, man. Each one, why do you think Boots pulled out of this fight?
The Karen
I'll go last.
The Karen fight.
Shucker John fight.
Yeah. Yep. Karen did it to him. Karen,
A lot of holes in that fight.
Shit, not
In my
a lot.
opinion,
There
I
was
just
one
lot
big
of
hole.
He thought
glaring
he could knock
hole.
him out, and he just didn't
touched too
care.
much. He gets touched
I
too
don't
much.
think he's as confident in himself as we think he is.
Check
I
this
don't
out.
think his team is as confident as we think they are.
Check this
I don't
out,
think they're
Nine.
confident people.
Now, if this cat Karen had more power, we wouldn't be talking about Boots right now. Boots would be asleep. There was many times that man landed that left on that man. It was just ridiculous, bro. He want to fight inside. I keep telling you, every time Boots getting the inside, it's like his feet get stuck to the ground or something. Like he don't know how to get in and get out, and he ain't got tough it out. You know what I'm saying? He can't do that with a Virgil, bro. You can't box your way in. You know how Shakur jab his way in, give you a couple, and then get up out of there real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Straight back too.
Yeah, he don't do that though.
So I think that PBC were trying to craft Boots in the same model as perhaps even Tank, right? Just give him a name, not the best name, not the toughest competition, and build his name up. So when he left PBC and he went to Matchroom, because he thought he wasn't getting the money or he wasn't being active enough, the only problem is now what he's done is he can't escape the PBC look after our own model, and every other fight that he's got is a proper challenge for him.
Well, you know what happens, man, when you take all these fucking C and D level type fights, you run out of these guys to fight, man, and then all of a sudden, when you're facing a champion, you're talking different game, different kettle of fish.
Well, same thing I was just trying to say, Boxing Kangaroo, just a different way. I think that his move has actually just put him in with some real dogs or potential dogs, and Eddie can't leverage his phenom status if he puts him in there with, a proper fighter, particularly after the Karen fight.
This is why I think this is Boo Boo 2.0.
Yeah. So, DJ, you feel like it's more Eddie Hearn's call versus Boots saying, "Hey, I just don't want to fight Virgil right now."
Well, what you didn't get when Eddie Hearn signed Boots, he didn't sign his resume. He signed his
potential.
Or he signed his, what's the right word that I'm looking for? His status. Now, whether that's a right or a wrong status, it doesn't matter. Like, what he's brought across is a reputation, right? I can earn money out of this. Right. But Eddie's got to be very careful, particularly off his record of the last 12 months. Eddie's got to be very careful feeding him to any wolf. Whether you agree, whether that's a Barrios, a Stanionis, a Norman, any of the boys at 54 are going to, like the top boys at 54 are going to give him problems. I mean, Boots got hit more than Zordo and Billum Smith got hit, and that was just a war. If you're the best and you're a phenom, you just shouldn't be getting hit that easy.
Yeah, 100%.
I think
100%.
Go ahead, go ahead, I'm GMT.
100%, because I'm getting sick of this shit about Boots got a chin. I thought you was supposed to stop people from touching your damn chin. I'm getting sick of all these hyped up LeBron ass excuses. Oh, I made it to the finals 9 times, but only won by 3 of these motherfuckers, whatever it is. Them type of excuses. I'm sick of it. If Boots is supposed to be who he is, he needs to damn well show it. And if he couldn't show it against that cat Karen, Susan Karen, because he came to fight, no doubt. He didn't come to lay down. But at the same time, you just not panning out for me to even say it was a 75, goddamn me, 25 against Virgil Ortiz. It was, for me, it was going to be 50-50. And if it's a 50-50 fight, you still stuck at square one.
Hey, Slick, the doppelganger struck again, because I was about to say the exact same shit.
It just is. I mean,
it is what it is.
Now, let me tell you about something about Eddie. Keep fucking with Eddie. Keep fucking with him. Yeah, Eddie know he work with you. Yeah, Eddie gonna do what you say. But in a minute, Eddie gonna start building somebody else off your fucking name. Now, there's one person out here that just got. He'll use him first. Let me tell you, there's one motherfucker out here that he eager to get back in this ring. And if they can't get that deal done, his name is Conor Ben.
Conor.
And I think
China trying to get that deal
I think
done
there was
with
a
old
lot of
boy.
reasons that I think there was a lot of reasons that made them not want this fight, bro. Like one, it was Karen. You know what I mean? It showed that hitting from angles, getting in his chest. You know what I mean? And throwing counter punches is detrimental to Boots' health. He showed that, and then Eddie Hearn, nigga, I think he signed Jerron Ennis thinking that nigga he was going to be a massive draw in Philly, and then the second fight people were walking out.
That
You know what I mean?
Eddie thought that was his gateway. Eddie still
thought
trying
that
to
way he
find
was
that
going to
fighter to
be
get his
a
ass in
massive draw
America.
Philly.
That's what he wants.
That shit blew up spectacularly in his face. And now, I mean, he knows that Virgil Ortiz is extremely dangerous. Any fighter, anybody, any of the champions, it's super dangerous for Boots, man. And he gonna get knocked the fuck out eventually.
After after all I said, I still like Boots. You know, he's just a good fighter right now. You know what I'm saying? Until he get that fight. But I'm gonna tell you something. Keep fucking with Eddie, aka Glenda. Keep on.
Yeah.
Keep on, man. You gonna be his Dorothy.
Yeah, see what he did. Sonny's ass fed him right to a wolf.
You gonna be his Dorothy. He gonna have you do all the dirty work when he had it right there for you the whole time, and you gonna get played. You gonna mess around and get played. Because one thing about Eddie, he not gonna let you make no fool out of it.
That could very well happen. I'm gonna go on a limb though. I'm gonna say this. I still like Boots. I still think he's the goods, man. I just think, you know, time's got to tell that story. They have their reasons on why they don't want to do this fight right now. I think his reputation is taking a hell of a blow. You can't be the boogeyman no more. No, none of that shit. You know what I mean? That shit is done. Like, you just another great or good, really good fighter that's got some potential. And listen, I want to give him some credit for IQ. Because he fought that way again, and I'm gonna continuously say this, because he fought that way versus Shukajan doesn't mean he's gonna fight that way versus everybody. This is somebody who has the athletic ability to be extremely defensive if he wants to, right? He just was in a fight where Shukajan couldn't hurt him. He knew he couldn't hurt him, and that allowed him to fight in a different style. If he wants to be defensively responsible and buttoned up versus a real puncher, which I do believe he will, because you're going to have to, that's going to present us a completely different fight. And I believe that he has the IQ to do that. And maybe that's going to be the difference.
You gotta
have, Heavy, you gotta have.
His last 3 fights, he stood in the pocket with his opponent and was catching clean shots like that. He did it with Villa, did it with Ebernesian, he did it with Karen. He's showing me that he can't fight on the back foot.
Far and few, but it was far and few in between in that Villa fight.
Yeah, but he fought him all the same way.
Dominance, right? Villa wasn't touching him half as much.
Yeah,
as
he was flat-footed in this fight.
Yeah,
Villa's slow. You can see the punches coming.
He did. He had to be a little bit more careful with Villa, because I believe Villa had more power.
You think he can fight on the back foot?
The kryptonite, anybody who gonna come be in his chest. What was the other cat that had been calling him out and he was on that card and Earl Spence was there? He had problems with
Speedy Rashid. Oh, he already fought him.
Was it Speedy Rashidi?
No,
he hadn't fought Speedy Rashidi yet.
Speedy Rashidi was on the same card and got his ass knocked out because they
got knocked out by Villa. I know.
But that was Villa. He fought Villa.
You know what, fellas? The question you need to ask is this. This is the question you need to ask. Does Virgil have foot speed? I say yes, he does. Does Boots have foot speed?
He got the foot speed to track
does. Decent foot speed.
You see what I'm saying? Virgil is not a slowpoke when it comes to foot speed. That's why his fights always end the same motherfucking way. Early, hard, and fast. Because he's overwhelming guys, not with just punching power, because people look at the hands, but look at the feet. He's overwhelming people with foot speed. He is, boom, across the ring on your chest, boom,
right,
left hook
inside,
landed.
all day,
and
right.
He's walking back to his corner before, you know what I'm saying?
I still think
I'm trying to remember
a nightmare
name,
matchup.
But that's what I was getting to that. What you said. Now I'm trying to remember the name. Remember when Earl was there in the crowd and shit, and Boots had that terrible fight or whatever. Some cat that had been calling him out or whatever, and he was on his chest. Boots ended up winning it, but it was a terrible win. But the common denominator is that guy was all in his chest, stayed in his chest, and he didn't know what to do with it.
Yep.
And Karen did the same thing in his fight. He didn't know what to do with it.
Problem.
You know what I mean?
He's not fucking with Blair the Flair. He's got foot speed.
I think
He's
Blair the
not
Pharaoh cook Boots.
nobody with foot speed. Don't even look at the hands. Look at the feet.
Damn. He done been reduced to getting beat by Blair.
I
No,
always
I
thought that.
think
ATL, you
a
know me for
hard
a while,
fight
bro.
for
You know
him
I
Yeah.
never been sold on Ennis, bro. And Blair the
because
Pharaoh, I think Blair the
right,
Pharaoh could
foot
knock Ennis
speed.
out, bro. Yes, I
And
believe that.
to get back to heavy
He's
IQ,
fighting
I
slow
agree with
foot
you.
guys, bro. That's all he's fighting is guys with slow foot. That's why the
Right,
last guy
flat-footed
gave me
motherfucker.
so much motherfucking problems because his feet was way faster than what the fuck he thought it was.
And I feel
It
the same
was
way about Virgil, because as soon as Virgil ran into somebody with any kind of bull chucks, not the greatest footwork in the world, but halfway decent, and we saw what we got versus Virgil.
yep.
That's why I feel like
that was a strong
a Don Trump shit.
Yeah, that punch he was throwing, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? But Virgil
Yo.
still kept coming forward though. But it was
Heavy-
he matched wits with him. You know what I'm saying? He just went for broke in that motherfucker.
Heavy, if you're a promoter or a manager,
Yes, sir.
right, say it's me, right? Say it's me, right? You're managing DJ.
Okay.
You see my resume at 47, right?
Yeah.
You've seen my last fight. Now you have every confidence in my potential. And I call it potential, not actually, not what I've displayed by way of dominance. I've got the W's, no L's, right? But there's still some question marks.
Absolutely.
Would you throw me in with a Virgil for a long-term strategy at 54? Because the real question is, even if I find a way somehow, somewhere to get over Virgil, look at everyone else that's in front of me at 54, right? And the money that you could make, the money that I could make, and what my win-loss and medium to long-term career looks like at 54 right now. Because what I'm going to say to you, if you say, yes, DJ, go to 54, I'm tapping you on the shoulder and say, well, I think maybe you might want to rethink that. If you have a single question mark over me at 47, do not throw me to the dogs at 54 for my career, my medium to long-term career.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask myself, who at 47 really presents a real, true problem? Like, who am I going to say, hey, I really think this guy can beat you? I don't see that for Boots, and no disrespect to anybody. And I think everybody probably may be on the same page here, but I think we're probably picking Boots to beat them all. I mean, maybe not Brian Norman Jr. I think that could be potentially a 50-50 fight, but everybody else, you're probably going to lean towards Boots. And if that's the answer, then yeah, sure. And listen, this kid's got over 30 fights now, man. You're as ready as you're ever going to be.
So is Tank.
You're in your prime. You've entered your prime. You're as ready as you're ever going to be. Give me Virgil, bro. That's why I just don't understand why they turned this fight down. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man.
I want to answer
other than the fact that they scared.
Yeah, but if you go back in history with Eddie and Boots so far, since they teamed up, is what I'm trying to say. Eddie has been saying that he wants Boots to stay at 147. You know what I'm saying? He'll sit there and say, if you want to go to 54, we'll discuss it. But, you know, he can stay at 147. That's because Eddie wants to build a product, right? And to Heavy point, like you said, you know, pretty much if he can get those fights, which is going to be hell or high water, him getting undisputed there, I mean, yeah, it would be nice, right? But I think the next thing they probably will go for a revisit Brian Norman, because they look at that as easy pickings, right? But I don't think I think Brian Norman put up a good competition, good fight, because he get hit as well. He get hits a lot as well. I think Barrios will be the hardest fight out of them all. Barrios got the range, the height. He do know how to use it, and he damn sure could take a punch. And he not gonna quit. So I think that will be the big one, but I don't think he'll ever get it. You know what I'm saying? But if nonetheless Eddie works for him, if he wanted that fight, Eddie can't tell him he can't have that fight. I'm not fighting nobody but that person. That's the fight I want. And if he doesn't, and if he gonna sit there and write stuff on there talking about if it doesn't come from me and only me, you only create more problems because now it looks like you and Eddie not on the same page. And you also in that, and also in that what he wrote, he didn't say if he was staying at 147, 154, or what he was gonna do.
I think, and maybe I'm tripping here, but I think Boots gets way more credit for just one motherfucker at 54, like the interim WBO champ Virgil Ortiz, than whooping all of them niggas at 47.
Yeah.
So
that's a bigger name.
Man.
That's a bigger name than all of them.
It's a no-brainer, bro.
Yeah.
It's truly a no-brainer.
Yep.
What are we doing here?
I just think we looking at the same shit that just happened with Zepeda and Shakur. That's what we looking at. Zepeda, they saw that shit with Tevin Foreman. It was like, oh no, nigga, you going to injury reserve, nigga. You was not finna fight this nigga. And I think that's the same thing we just saw with Boots. He was advised, hey man, nope, this is the scapegoat we gonna pull. Remember back in the day when they said they'll fight you at 147, we gonna use that shit, and people ain't buying it. People ain't buying it.
Ain't picking it up. I'm not picking up what you're putting down, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, man,
but it's sad though because, like you said,
it is.
I'm not gonna say he got the goods. I mean, he has the tools that definitely could present to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has the tools, but if he just can't put it together, man, and he ain't willing to risk it, you gotta have heart going in that ring. If he have any doubt fighting these cats, he gonna find his ass flattened.
Boots is not a confident fighter. His team is not
he gotta believe in himself, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's always, to me, the confidence always has been oozing out of Boots. I don't know what happened.
No, bro. Think about even with the Brian Norman situation, bro. Put it like this: if you are a guy's guy, man's man, a motherfucker say, man, lock the door, bro. Whoever come out the room after all these guys is the man, and you got riches and $5 million on the other end if you walk out. Hey man, I know everybody in this chat, man. We all got love for each other in a certain extent, but we gonna be like, lock the motherfucking door.
Right.
These dudes don't have that energy. They don't have that energy, bro. Bruh, he should have been like, hey man, get that bitch whatever the fuck he want. Get him in the ring, Eddie. Talking about Brian Norman. He should get that motherfucker.
He said that.
Nah, do what I did to you. Tell that nigga go watch Snowfall, nigga. That
was
teach your man how to squabble, nigga.
Yeah, right. Send that nigga to jail scene.
Right.
You know? No, send him to jail scene, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? Go back in that motherfucker.
That was Eddie's call, though, man.
Motherfucker. You know, he need to. Hey, man.
That's why I blame Eddie. Matter of fact, all this shit is Eddie's fault, man. Because Eddie, like I said, and I'm gonna stand on it. Eddie should have just paid one of the motherfuckers the money. It was just an investment. Eddie, I know you want to make some money, right? But you would have just had to break even just to get him the unification, and he wasn't willing to do it. He wasn't willing to do it.
Because Eddie, well, you gotta look at it like this too, though. You gotta look at it like this.
Boots could have did a 50-50 split and got away from money. He could have said, all right, man, you giving me 4, you wanting to give this motherfucker 1.5, man, get that nigga $1 million out of my shit. Come on, let's roll.
He was already giving them money out of his purse.
Right.
Hey, man.
Well, somebody was going to have to break in it because both of them ain't did shit, though.
If you're confident in yourself, you will make that calculated risk. Man, come on, bro. You a businessman. Now, you know you had seed money to start your business. You could have sit and went to the mall with that shit.
Right.
You could have went to the mall with your shit. You could have fucked it off. You could have went on vacations with the wife and all that shit. But what you do? Nah, man, this is my seed money. I'm going to spend this shit or I'm going to take this L so I can pay down the line.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you remember, but they broke it down. He was basically saying Boots was taking a pay cut.
He did it twice
to make the fight. They was taking money from Boots' purse, but Eddie they had a number, and then they wasn't going to go to that number. Eddie just wasn't going to put up that money.
I kind of felt that with Eddie. Neither one of these motherfuckers did shit.
Right.
I'm not figuring all this fucking
it was
money.
deeper than that, though. That I'm saying pay him the money just so you can have. So you're not gonna make no money, all right? But it's an investment. It's to get Boots the unification, so we can be like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? At least he got this. At least he accomplished this.
Yeah.
So
you better do it for Eddie. Do it before Al decide to do it.
Word, facts.
Al gonna put them two boys in there. It's in house, real easy.
You know what though, fellas? I got another theory too. I think after the Crawford Spence shit, I think boxing promoters in the whole is looking for the next fight. Remember, we had Pacquiao Mayweather, and that shit lasted for like 5 years, and motherfuckers was arguing over it and going back and forth. I think boxing is looking for that next big fight.
You ain't gonna find it.
Stall and put on the back burner, and everybody's gonna be arguing and clamoring over it.
Next super fight. That's definitely. I think that
ain't,
next super fight is going to be, if it happens, it's going to be either Shakur and Tank or Crawford and Canelo. If those,
I really thought it was going to be Boots Virgil
or Earl and
but see,
Earl and Bud fight again. Right, that'll be super fight again. That's going to draw the same crowd.
We're trying to see what's going. I think they throwing as much shit on the wall and trying to see if it's gonna stick. We can do it with Brian Norman and Boots. We can do it with Shakur and Tank. But they trying to halt these fights, man, so people can argue over that shit. So by the time they do get the shit will be damn near at the end of their career. Them motherfuckers will be geriatric than a motherfucker, and they'll walk off in the sunset with about like 20 to 50 million a piece and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like boxing is at square one again, where all these cats just need to fucking fight. Quit talking about who ain't did what. Get y'all ass in the ring and fucking fight, and let's see who come out on top. That's just where it's at now.
I'm happy all here because I got a great topic to move on to next. I got two good ones actually, but the first one, Kid Austin versus Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah,
all right,
I like it.
That's exactly.
We talked about this fight. I said I brought him up as a name for Shakur Stevenson a couple months back. I said he ain't ready. I thought he was ready.
I like it.
And as you can see, he's ready. But there's a couple of things I want to touch on before we start getting into it. All right, so you know Kid Austin. Well, Kid Austin's daddy finally talked his way into this fight. All right, they getting it. It's really set in stone. It's happening. Now, you know the tape leaked 2 days later?
Yeah.
Of a man thrashing his woman.
And now he's suing.
Now he's suing.
Everybody.
But it looked like the fight is still gonna happen. I'm happy that shit. That's what I was wondering.
Who thrashing his old lady? Who thrashed the old lady?
Auntie Schofield.
The fuck is going on?
Yeah, don't show it.
Video came out on
videos
of him choking the hell out of his woman.
Hold up, the nigga
dragging her, tossing her around.
Schofield Senior is choking a bitch.
Yeah, beating up on his woman. He's still with her today.
He choked her and told her to breathe. And then when she started breathing again, he beat her ass again.
Then when she started breathing, he choked her unconscious and then started whooping her ass because she ain't wake up fast enough. It was crazy, bro.
Like, he said, "Breathe, bitch, breathe."
Breathe, bitch. And then threw her crazy. It's one of the things that's hard to watch.
And then on top of that, he was bipolar,
coming in and pulling him off of his dad at the end of the video.
That nigga said, she said, okay, I'm all right. He said, no, the fuck you ain't. You ain't all right. Said,
it was wow.
Oh shit! Somebody send me the video, bro.
Yeah, but don't post it, bro. Don't post it because the niggas got lawsuits out right now for that shit and with through YouTube. So, they clapping niggas channels for that shit.
Within 24 hours, he was up there apologizing, explaining what happened. He said a friend of his leaked the video or something like that. No. It was you know who leaked the video? It came out who leaked the video. It was Coach Malachi. I don't know if y'all follow his channel.
Oh yeah, because they started beefing. They started.
It was manager Marty.
It was on a personal.
No, it was manager Marty first that leaked the video.
Like that's who Floyd Schofield Sr. is blaming it on.
Man, that nigga sound like a woman beater though. He sounds like a woman.
He do. That's why I said it was he looked like it too. It's like that's no surprise. He looked like one of them niggas.
Damn, I didn't know that, man.
My question was. You know what I mean? And another thing,
okay, thank you, DJ.
I got all these things I'm putting together before we start talking about this shit. And the third thing he did, he tweeted today. If Kid win or lose, we already won because we leave in this fight with $900K. So it make you think, damn, what was he getting? You know what I mean? Which is a win for my son and our family.
It was $1 million. It was supposed to be a little over $1 million. He said it. He said that on Mills podcast.
Do you think, all right, so the question to everybody is, do y'all think, well, we all know who we all got winning this fight. I don't know if anybody got Kid Austin winning this. I'm sure they don't. But if you do, I want to know that. And do you think that this situation is going interfere with the fight? People on social media, you know how they
Nah.
rain hellfire down on Rolly, remember?
Yeah, but
But
nah.
he got caught up in that shit. You think they're gonna bring it up in the press conference? I don't think so.
Hell yeah.
I
No,
think so.
it's gonna get
I
brought
I
think it
up.
think
may come
so.
up
Oh, they
a
gonna
few
bring it up.
times.
But
This fight gonna need all the hype it can get. So
yeah.
you might as well throw all the stones and bones that you can find.
So Kid Austin and Shakur is official.
It's
Yeah, it's
official.
official. It's
And,
signed.
and,
Yeah.
and again, like this shit, he been talking about my son gonna knock Shakur out, my son gonna knock Shakur out, my son gonna knock Shakur out. Now, do we have another situation where a dad is putting his son in a situation where he tries to go for a knockout and gets knocked out? That's the question, fellas.
I'm not gonna say that, but I'll say this: definitely put him for the money grab. But I listened to the whole interview, man, and it's tough for me because, like I said, I want these all cats to fight. Fuck it, motherfucker, want to get in the ring, and either gonna be ready or he ain't. Either way, I get a fucking fight. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if he believe in his son believe in himself, who am I to say they wrong?
Oh yeah, Tio, if you just look in the group chat we got on Messenger, bro, the video's in there.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
like I just you know what I'm saying. I just hope they prepare themselves for whatever. But for me, it just seems like it's more about the money because the money keep coming up. Like you just really happy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you get this win so you can make more motherfucking money. But in another sense, what he was saying too, though, like he young. If he take a loss, I don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about that. We can come back from that. You know, and I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sick of this old shit. I'm sick of all that. And you work yourself back up. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean it's the end of you. Like I said, it's not that you lose, it's how you lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you go in there and give Shakur a run for his motherfucking money, he lose. Guess what? That don't do nothing to his career. He gonna get a strike in the loss column. But other than that, ain't nobody gonna dog walk him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had this conversation a gang of times. You know how many motherfuckers done lost and went on a tyrant after that?
Yeah.
Look,
Man,
Canelo is the most
shit,
recent in history. If no Mayweather, you wouldn't have Canelo you got today.
Absolutely.
So I'm not mad at it. I just want these cats to start fighting because right now, if y'all look at boxing as a landscape, we finna be like Nine said. These niggas that they brung in when they was real young and everybody's clamoring over. I'm like, why are we talking about them? But we ain't got no choice because the old heads want to hold up the game. Now we looking at these niggas, Devin, Shakur, and all these other motherfuckers fuck around, hold up the game. No, fuck that. And it's just making the game get. If you notice, we about to call Shakur and them old heads, right? They ain't nowhere near as old as Bud and them when they was holding up the game. So the game ain't doing nothing but getting younger and younger. They need to fucking fight, bro. They need to fucking fight. Fuck this bullshit.
And that's one good reason for sure why I ain't mad at this fight. Another is, listen, he's a contender. Whether Oscar want to call him,
that's what I
said. Prospect or not, this dude's a contender. He's ranked top 3 in all of the sanctioning bodies.
He 40 at WBC.
Okay, well he's up there, top 5, right?
Time for the training wheels to come off, bro.
Yeah, man, it's time. And
Like I agree with y'all saying, but like I want to see, like you think, like what if, like when you see, like, I think that was strategically crazy the way that video dropped, like shit, 2 hours after the fight got announced. You know what I mean? And you gotta understand, like maybe some people know personal things about people. Like I look, I think outside the box, fellas. You know what I mean? So like maybe some niggas like one type. People don't like seeing women get done like that. You know what I mean? So a video coming out like that, you know what I mean? Because niggas like that is pieces of shit who do they women like that. I don't give a fuck what the reason is. Nigga, walk away. But
yeah,
nigga, maybe a nigga like Shakur is a nigga like me. How you feel like if you seen your mom go through some shit growing up? You know what I mean? You might want to kill that nigga's son just because of the type of piece of shit his daddy is, bro. Like, you understand?
Yeah.
He might have just made the fight way harder for his son, not even realizing it. Like, you understand?
Yeah, they're gonna be the true villains.
You think a nigga ain't gonna say, nigga, you know your dad was like that, motherfucker. He probably whooping your mom's ass like that too. See,
he's
gonna come out like that now, you know?
But you know what, fellas? We may get a good thing from this. And he may just have to take the back seat and get the fuck up out of the spotlight. You know what I mean? And let his son talk. I'm tired of these fathers talking for their boys. You know what I mean? I want to really hear from the fighter. I don't want to hear from the fathers and shit. So maybe we might get a good thing where the father have to take, hey man, you got bad press, man. Get the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin is gonna have to start talking for himself. And it'll be a thing between him and Shakur. Because you'll never truly get stardom having your father talk for you. You won't. A million guys have tried it. I promote for myself, all that shit. You will never truly get stardom with your dad speaking for you. So maybe we can get a good thing where the boys' training wheels will get off of him, and he'll start speaking for himself, and his dad will take a back seat with this fucked up ass shit that he did, because he did old girl dirty though.
Dirty. Yeah, the father's talking never bothered me, man. I don't really give a damn. You know who's doing the talking. It all matters what go on that ring. But to answer your question, hell yeah, I like the fight, man. The nigga there, he's supposed to be there. He's ranked. He's a contender. And I would, I was the one saying shit. I'd rather see Kid Austin than a Lamont Roach in a tank fight. You know what I mean? Or Edwin De Los Santos. Shit, yeah. Where the fuck is Edwin at? Why he ain't in the mix? So
I can tell you what it looked like they trying to shelve Edwin. You know what I mean? And the funny story is that Shakur Stevenson is actually trying to sign him.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. And that's just a huge sign of respect from Shakur Stevenson, because he knew in that fight, man, Santos was there and he wasn't bullshitting. And
that was his most dangerous
opponent. He'd have paid for it. That was just a big sign of respect. And I don't know why they trying to hide Ghost, man. Ghost supposed to be out here fucking niggas up because he's capable.
You call him that.
I agree, bro.
Word. But yeah, man, I like it. I like the fight to answer the question. Yes.
Bottom line though, like when people kept talking about, man, he did this, he did that. Why does he deserve a shot at the belt? I mean, hell, how old was Shakur when he had got the belt?
Exactly.
Like 21.
Shakur was a champion by his 12th fight.
Bro, we have no champions that ain't did shit. So that narrative is kind of getting played out, bro.
Right, give him that shot.
Champions ain't doing shit. What the fuck is Tank done? You know what I mean? Think about it. Nobody has done shit. Everybody's posturing and trying to make it seem they may get one marquee ass name and you know what I'm saying, and live off of that and shit for the next 10 fights. Get another Asian fighter, live off of that for another 10 fights, and then when they like 40-0 or some shit and about to retire and shit, then they start taking a tough fight. Look at the Deontay Wilder and shit. That's, man, I'm telling you, bro, that this some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But see, me, man, I ain't never mad. And this go for Tank, Shakur, all of the top guys, all of the champions. I ain't never mad if they fighting. If you looking for a particular fight that everybody want, you can't get that. If you're fighting somebody who's ranked right under you, top 5 in your sanctioning body or anybody sanctioning body, I'm never mad at those fights, bro. I'm not mad. That's why I can't be mad at this Kid Austin fight. The ranking system's there for a reason, and for the most part, unless you're a special piece that they just moving around, most of those guys earned their way to those spots.
Like fucking Cruz, that motherfucker is 5 on all 4 of the sanctioning bodies. How the fuck is that possible?
Who?
Andy Cruz is 5 on all that's 4 of the sanctioning bodies, nigga.
That's a lot of hype there, man. You know how that goes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype there.
That's some bullshit.
But hey, since y'all want to put him up there, throw his ass in the fire.
Throw him in the frying pan, right?
That's what I said. They got him up there. Throw his ass in the fire.
For real, bro.
That's why I like the WBO change their rule. They say if you get offered a fight to fight the champion and you decline it, you get knocked out the top 15.
Word.
I love it.
I like that. That's they new motherfucking rule.
Hell yeah, that's their rule.
Man, shout out WBO, man. Shout out to WB fucking O.
Yeah, Janabek was supposed to fight Shiraz. Shiraz, whatever his name is, was supposed to fight Janabek. He said he won't fight Janabek. He going another route. They said, well, you getting kicked out of the top 15. That's the new rule.
I like
Heavy. You still can't have faith in the ranking systems. You can't. You got fucking Errol Spence off an ass whooping at 47, right? Being paid to get into the WBO rankings to protect not Errol but Fondora. So
well, that's why I said a special.
But you know they took him back out, right?
That special piece I was talking about. I said outside of
that
special piece,
animated.
I'm just saying because they're gonna come and go.
They took Earl back out though.
They ain't good.
Good.
Yeah, they
Good.
took him back out.
But they'll find a new special piece.
Yeah.
You know?
Earl is inactive as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was bullshit that he was even up there.
I don't even think.
But they should never have put him back in there in the first fucking place, though. That was That
what's
was
going on? So what's that deal? Did they just kind of give up on Earl and that's just over with?
Earl don't know what he doing, bro. Earl chilling.
You understand that some people
Earl
are
trying to be a promoter,
step
bro.
by step. They've got to fight to get to the top 15. Then they've got to fight again to get to the top 14. And then they've got to fight again to get to the top 13. Right? Depending on actually who's pulling the strings, and it's not consistent. I mean, you got fucking Xander Reyes, the number one contender at the WBO at 54. Have you lost your fucking mind? Who's he actually fought?
He's finna fight Virgil now.
Well, he's about to get a fucking reality check. But look,
paper bags, bro.
Hey, he got more balls than Boots.
I feel you.
They said they called him.
No. You've got a twisted. You got a twisted slick.
What?
His promoter's got more fucking balls than Eddie.
Yeah, that motherfucker took that bitch. They said they present that shit. He said, "What do I sign?"
Sky's stolen his balls, put them in a fucking handbag, and run back to Australia with them.
Bro.
Damn, dude.
Now that's diabolical.
Diabolical.
All right, man. Since we got a couple Aussies on the panel, here's the next one. We got a big fight coming up this week. Paro versus Hitchin. Who y'all got winning? I keep my picks left and right, bro. I don't know who. I say Paro. I'm leaning towards Paro, but then Hitchin's boxing skill is kind of crazy. So I don't know. I'm gonna go last. Heavy, go first. Who you got winning this weekend?
I'm taking Hitchens, man. I like Paro, and I definitely like how he was able to void a lot of the work from somebody like a Subriel Matias, a real killer, literally. But you can't do that versus another extremely athletic boxer. So now we get to see what you can do versus a talented boxer. And shout out to RC. I know he doesn't hold much stock in Hitchens, given some of the behind the scene clashes that's taking place. But I like him as a boxer, man, and I'm always gonna roll with the boxer. I think Paro is a boxer, but I think he's more of a boxer puncher. I think he'll be more inclined to be on the front foot in this fight, trying to track Hitchens down. And I think he probably just gets outboxed. So I like it. Split decision, Richardson Hitchens.
I've been doing my film study on these guys, and I will say Hitchison, when he perform, he can perform, but you just don't know what Hitchison's you gonna get at that time. He's good with his pins. He's good with his turnouts. You know what I'm saying? One thing, Salute 9, he breaks with a hook before he leaves. He does, like you say, he's basically a boxer puncher. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? Paro, on the other hand, is his greatest attribute is figuring out what you're gonna do the most and taking it away from you. He does have a downfall. He don't like to hold the phone. So he can be hit and he tends to get stuck in the inside. But Hitchison is used to people that's fragile, like where he could pin him up and guide him with his forearm and all of that stuff. He's about to be in there. Power's not little as we talk about. You know what I'm saying? They're about the same build. You know what I mean? He's not that dude. So it's gonna be entertaining nonetheless just to see what can Hitchison's do with that a same size fellow, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be able to bully that guy like that? You know, you gonna be able to pin his arms and get them clean shots that you create for yourself? Because he's not too much of a guy that sets up shots. He literally creates those shots. Like he'll get in the inside, pin your arm down and take that shot, or he'll spin you on your head, and by the time you turn around, he still got his forearm on your forehead. Similar to what like Earl Spence do, kind of, when he shoot that jab and hold it up on your forehead and shoot the uppercut. But I want to know how Power is going to adjust to that, because I can't find a fight where he's fought somebody that does that know how to use pins as good as Hitchison. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I can't find a fight where Hitchison had a fight where somebody was like his height, around the same weight coming in and that he could muscle. So I don't know. It's up there for grabs, but the thing is too, one thing I do know for sure, Paro coming in with the same tenacity as that last cat Hitchison fought that gave him that they gifted him. So he got to be ready for that. This ain't no guy that's gonna stand there and take his time and all of that. He's gonna come. He's gonna come at you. He got good feints enough to. I think that will confuse Hitchison, but Hitchison got feints too. But right now I actually can't call it. I can't say Paro gonna win, and I can't say if Hitchison's gonna win. If
There you go with doppelganger shit, nigga.
If I go off Hitchison's last performance, which I don't like doing. I know everybody say you only good your last performance, but if I go off your last performance, then I'm gonna say Paro. But it's just me doing my research.
5 days to get off the fence, Slick. 5 days I'm giving you to get off the fence and make
I've been doing it's an intriguing fight to me though. It really is.
Yeah, it's intriguing.
Me, I don't know which Hitchison's gonna show up, so I'm kind of like, I'm just kind of playing this one by ear. I don't know what guy's gonna show up. I don't.
And clearly, and then this fight wasn't even supposed to happen. That's the crazy part about it. Doing my research, Hitchison was supposed to fight somebody else.
We're gonna say you for last boxing kangaroo because you got a picture of Liam Paro as your goddamn avatar. I know you got some shit to talk. I know you got some shit to talk.
Let him go first, Punch. Let him put the statement out there. Let him go first.
Listen, I know Liam comes from a town 4 hours away from where I live. I know Liam's career. I know his trainer. I know his manager. I've followed Liam for a while now. I've been a big fan ever since he put Brock Jarvis on his ass in 92 seconds. Liam's done a lot of sparring with some really good boxers, man. He was Devin Haney's sparring partner for George Kambosos. He's been Shakur Stevenson's sparring partner. He's got over 100 rounds with these guys, so he knows what to expect against a boxer. The thing I don't like about Hitchens is his last performance, he looked like dog shit, and he was given a gift. Now, you look at Liam Paro's last performance. Liam took on the boogeyman that no one wanted to fight, regardless of what Tio said, regardless of what anyone wants to say. No one wanted to fight Sabriel Matias in Puerto Rico. No one wanted to take that fight. Liam went over to Puerto Rico, and like a thief in the night, he took all the jewelry and come back to Australia with the champion. Now, what I think Liam's got a hell of a chin, man. He took Matias's best shots, and Hitchens, I just think he's a bit feather-fisted, and I think he's going to be on the back foot. I think Liam Paro's got enough skill to cut that ring off and give him nothing but grief. And Liam's a bit of a pro. Like when he was getting worked by Matias, he was clinching. He was doing the pro moves. You know, everyone knows a good pro will come in for the clinch and try and drag the dog in, drag the fight out and they can save a bit of time, get a bit of energy back.
He was slow dancing with Matias. Let's keep it funky.
Well, but he, at the end of the day, that's on the referee to do the referee's job. That's not Liam's job to referee the fight. He can't fight the fight and ref it as well. But I think Liam's got a lot of power in his hands. I don't think he's going to respect anything Hitchens has got. And I think if Hitchens tries to keep it long and on the back foot, I think Liam's got the skill to cut that ring off, man. And people think Liam Paro is just a puncher, man. But I tell you now, the kid's got footwork.
He just don't hold the phone. He need to put that fucking right hand up.
Yeah, but sometimes your best defense is an offense. So, and Liam's got a hell of a chin, mate. Liam Paro can take a punch. And I don't think Hitchens has got anything that's going to cause him any troubles at all. I've got Liam by late round stoppage.
Yeah, I got Paro winning too. I agree.
Yeah, I got Liam.
Oh, I'm the high man out. That's what's up.
I don't know yet. It's one of them ones, man.
I mean, what's going to happen between now and the fight that's going to change your mind?
No, that's why I've been going back. I literally this weekend I've been looking at their stuff, and it's like, damn, bro.
Ninth round knockout.
It's a hard one.
9th round knockout for Paro.
Okay. Oh, Nathan, straight to the point.
A knockout?
Yeah, both of them calling knockouts.
Holy shit.
What I'm actually Well, for a couple of reasons. What you don't see, the work that Paro put in with Matthias is giving him the credibility that he should deserve with the body work. Now, Lemos carved him up with body work. So unless he's ready to make some adjustments there, he's just going to get chopped down like a tree over 6, 7, 8 rounds. My only concern is the Katie Taylor effect. Liam actually leading with his forehead. I think at this level, that might cost him a point or two if he's not careful. He can't be pushing inside the phone booth, leading with his forehead.
Yeah, he front foot heavy as hell, bro. He leans in.
But by way of work rate, by way of power, by way of going up, going down, going down, going up, I'm pretty convinced, and it's not just about being patriotic. I'm pretty convinced that as long as Liam's on his night, he probably does it easier, better than.
Now, everything you said, DJ, I agree, but like I said, it's hard for me just on that. Everything you said, true statement, true facts. But the one thing that negates it, he's never fought nobody who used pins like that, who predicate their whole offense based on pins. And
well, they're only allowed to do that. He's only allowed to do that if their opponent lets them slick. That's my only pushback on you, right? If that becomes a strategy and he's got the IQ to be right on it, because he will have watched footage, or his team will have watched footage as well. Once you're aware of that, it's not too hard to negate it.
I hope you're right, man. I'm shit. If he, like I said, the only thing, I ain't saying that he can't do it, but like I said, on the other hand, like I said, he gonna come to fight, and Hitchison got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think people.
So y'all can't take it back, Slick.
Last performance.
Huh?
It's on the World Wide Web now. I can't take it back, and I'm not going to.
Oh no, man! I respect everybody's choice. I'm just, it ain't no big deal on it. It's just for me. I'm like, damn. It's just the two things that stick out for me is that he got good pins, right? And that's the only thing I can see that can possibly for real get Paro a problem and frustrate him. And then on the other hand, you got Paro, who is gonna come in. He is gonna go to the body. He is, but both of them two things can negate each other. So like, say the one thing he does like to do, if you got to rush in, he gonna shoot that jab, he gonna keep it out there, and you're gonna run right into that motherfucker. He gonna control you by your forehead, bro. He just gonna spin out from you. See, it's hard. You can't hit what you can't catch. Now the ref I have to say something about it to stop it, but I mean, if it's a ref and they're like, fuck it, let the shit go, let it ride.
That's the determining factor for me.
Let the history show, Slick and CO, that Paro's not a bloke that'll actually step and move himself off the ropes or out of the corner. He'll fight his way back out of it. He did it against Matthias, right? And I reckon that actually just crushes. Should it happen, that'll just crush Hitchens' confidence.
But I'll tell you what's good about Liam too. If Liam smells if Liam smells a weakness, he capitalizes, man. He does it. He knows how to get the job done. That's one thing I love about Liam. He doesn't hold back, and if he gets an opening there, man, which I think is going to be the hardest part against the boxer.
Yeah,
I think the hardest thing for him is to catch him and pin him down, and I think he does, and that's why I think he'll do it late. I think Hitchens might bank a few rounds early, but I just think Liam's going to be too much, man.
I think Paro keys to win is to keep that hand up and get his head off the line.
This is the fight for me for Paro, where, because listen, even though he's champion, even though he went in there and he in the backyard of Subriel Matias and did what he did, I still think it's a lot of people who don't believe, and I'm one of them. And the reason why is because I really, and even with the 6-round stoppage of Montana Love, which really opened my eyes to Liam Paro, I really wanted to see him versus an extremely athletic boxer. And that's what Hitchens is. And for me, it's the hand speed, the footwork. how he handles that is going to determine everything for me. That's going to answer all of the questions about Liam Paro, because if you don't adjust, you don't figure out a game plan versus somebody who has that type of hand speed, who has that type of footwork, and the Hitchens, if he's on one for the night, he'll just strategically break Paro down, right? So, and that's the only reason why I gotta lean towards Richardson Hitchens in this fight. But more than anything, I definitely want it. It's an intriguing fight, man. I really want to see it.
Everybody, we've lost. Paro would beat Matthias. Did you have Matthias beating Paro? Who do you think would have won that fight? Who do you have winning it before the fight?
Oh yeah, I lean towards Matthias, but I can pull it up. I kept saying, listen, this is very confident Liam Paro coming off the Montana Love knockout. He's not coming in there to lay down. Anything can happen. And we only seen, there's only one version of Subriel Matias, and if he has a bag, he could do it, and he did it. So I wasn't even surprised that he beat him. You know what I'm saying? But I did lean towards Matias.
I don't want to use Matias as a measuring stick, because it's two totally different styles. Bro.
Exactly, he's a one-dimensional fighter,
and Matias just hit on.
This is a different animal.
Ask Punch though, like there's a big cloud hanging over Aussie world title defenses this year. There's a big cloud. I think that Sky Nicholson got hers over Raven, and let's not go down that rabbit hole. But look, for every world title that the Aussies have had this year, they've all but lost all of them other than one. So if there's a hoodoo over Aussie boxing this year, it could be it. But look, what you're talking about, T.O., makes sense, right? So it's almost like a Haney 2.0, right? When Haney's on, like what Haney did to Kambosos, right? Mm-hmm. Box, move, keep distance, control distance, all those sorts of things. But the difference that I've got in that model or that comparison is that I don't think that Hitchens is going to have enough to Boxing Kangaroo's point. I don't think that there's going to be enough respect there that's going to stop Liam finding his way in.
Nah, 100%.
No, at some point he's going to get in.
You know what?
At some point he's going to get inside.
Over 100. I think getting over 100 rounds in with Devin Shakur, I think that's going to hold him in good stead against the boxer, man. And I think arguably they're possibly two of the best movers in boxing today. I mean, Devin against Ryan. Devin lost his head and tried taking Ryan's head off. He went away from what Devin does best in that fight, in my eyes.
Right.
I think if Devin had kept that on the back foot and fought how he always fights, I think he would have schooled. I thought
he would have won it. He would have won.
He would have won if he'd have did that.
I thought he would have schooled Ryan like he did Kambosos. Honestly, I thought that was a top fight. Yeah, 11-1, 10-2 top fight. That's how I thought that would play out. But he just got away from his game plan. Now, I just think Liam having that sort of knowledge and that sort of IQ where he can take those rounds that he's done. And I know sparring, right? I'll make no qualms about it. But it's the experience that gives you going into fights like this that holds you in good stead. And why do you think Devin wanted $10 million to fight him in Australia? Because if Devin was offered the fight first, why do you think Devin wanted $10 million to come to Australia, man?
Right.
He didn't really want the fight, did he? So he knows Liam's game inside out. He's done more rounds with Liam than I think any other boxer he's sparred with. Mm-hmm. So, I think that holds. There's something in that. And I just don't think Richardson Hitchens is that guy. I know he can.
Don't take what I'm saying. I ain't saying Richardson Hitchens is that guy.
His lap too slick to answer your question. That's why. I forget who said something. Devin turned down the fight. That's why he fell in Hitchens' lap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, so I'm not saying Richard Hitchens is that guy. I'm on record saying I don't think he's. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I just see the way he fights and the way Paro fight. Trust me, it's gonna be an interesting bout. It's just one of those.
That's a hard one.
It's just one of those.
Hopefully you get your money's worth.
Right. I think we are. It's gonna be a fight. I'm not saying Hitchens is a world beater. I'm not saying Paro is a world beater. I just think when them two styles clash, It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a
Well,
fight.
look, the next one's going to be even better. If the winner actually gets El Rayo, that's going to be a hell of a fight. But Nine, have you actually given your prediction for this fight, or did I miss it? Nine?
What was that now, bro?
Did you actually give your prediction for the Paro Hitchens outcome, or did I miss it?
Man, pretty much, man. I don't know which Hitchens is gonna show up, bro. I don't. He's so iffy, man. You know,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm kind of like on the fence with this though. I just want to see the fight.
it's a hard one. That's one of the ones like I don't know.
I
I
just
want, I
don't
want,
know, bro.
I want the right
I've been
Hitchens to show up
wrestling over
so
with this
Paro can
fight,
get
man,
his
for the
props if he
longest,
wins.
man. But I really don't know what's gonna happen. But I want to see it though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's question marks behind both of them. You know what I mean? But the beautiful thing about this fight is after it happens, though, a lot of those questions will be answered. So that's dope. But I don't know, bro. I'm drawing blanks with this one.
Yeah,
Well, normally you've got a strong opinion, or you just haven't had you haven't had your opportunity to do the homework yet, Nine. Because
No,
I mean,
it just depends on who shows up. You know what I mean? It's all predicated on what Hitchison is going to show.
who do you think? Who do you think has got the advantage in Puerto Rico? By
I
way
think
of
I
the
think
I see you
crowd.
down there, Mark. I got you.
I think Paro with his intensity, that's going to pose a problem. You know what I mean? I think that's going to pose a problem, but we don't know.
But
that's based on what
Hitchens'
Hitchens
footwork
we
and
gonna
hand
get.
speed gonna show up regardless.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What Hitchens we gonna get because the mental fortitude he done showed us it can be broken. So like you said, I know Paro gonna come forward. Paro gonna find his way in. But if Hitchison, the right Hitchison show up, that jab
we
gonna
got
be
to fight.
prevalent. Yeah, that jab gonna be prevalent, and he gonna have to eat a lot of jabs to get in.
And see,
and
that's
cut
what
that
it's to
ring
me.
off. So that's
That
what I'm
was
saying.
win the fight.
It's gonna be an interesting fight, bro.
That damn jab, that pesky jab of Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah.
See, I actually don't think he comes forward in that sense, Slick.
Who?
I think he's
Paro?
just busy. He's just busy.
Right. He busy, but coming forward, like he shoot his shot right, and he feint a lot, right. And like I said, I gave you your point earlier. He does lead in with his head, right. It's not like he trying to headbutt you, nothing. He kind of gives himself away, like leaning forward. What fight was that we were just watching Saturday where I was yelling like, why the fuck you keep giving that shit away? Like you keep leaning before you swing. You know what I'm saying? He does that a lot. And the one thing that I don't like that Paro does, he keep his fucking head on the line, and he don't like keeping his hand up. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. He can eat the punch, fine. But that's how Hitchens win his fights, though. I mean, he's one of those fighters that don't. His MO is not to come in and knock you out. You know what I'm saying? His MO is to beat you on points.
Another brother from down under. Shout out to Mark Wynn in the building.
Mark,
Big
how
Mark,
are
what's
you?
happening?
You just missed
G'day.
the legend. He must have seen you
Hello,
there and
Mark.
ducked away.
How are we all?
All right.
Heavy dropped out.
Yeah, Heavy dropped out. He'll probably be back.
All right.
I'm sure Mark's got a couple of comments waiting for him when he comes back.
But yeah, I see it been a
Hey,
real
fellas,
interesting
give
fight.
me 5 minutes. I'll be right back too, bro.
All right, now.
But I see
Mark,
it being a real interesting
fucking
fight,
Aussie
these
invasion
retro
here.
styles.
Mark, you've just walked into a conversation about how we think the Paro Hitchens fight's going to unfold and who we've got. We've got Nine and Slick sitting on the fence a little bit. We've got Heavy Bag erring towards Hitchens. Boxing Kangaroo and I are saying, look, we think later rounds it becomes a non-event and it gets stopped. Paro.
Yeah. I haven't really seen Hitchinson fight, to be honest. I've seen some highlights, but not a whole fight.
Well, if you go by his last fight, that dude trash.
Yeah, that's that's what I keep hearing. So, I'll go the Aussie, of course, obviously, because. But I'm not going to get stuck on him like I did with Tim Tszyu and just believe all the crap. But
Yeah, that was a fucking rude awakening, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Punch.
You go ahead and stop your giggling, Punch. It's not required. It's not called for.
Yeah, no, I got a bit carried away with that one. What do you call it? Rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
Looking past obvious problems.
No, I think, but it's gonna be a fight. Like I say, neither one has fought a fighter. I can't find one that could even mimic each other's style. You get what I'm saying? That they fought.
Yeah.
That's why I know this is gonna be when they get in the ring. Both of them, it's gonna be new to them.
Because
It's gonna be new.
Hitchinson seems to me to be like a.
You don't think that Haney is kind of close to Hitchens?
No, he don't use pins. Haney ain't getting close to you enough to use pins. Shakur neither.
Paro hasn't fought Haney anyway, so.
No, they've done a lot of sparring.
The only other guy that I know, it was two other boxers I know that was very good at pins, and one is still active at 154. The other one got his ass whooped. Earl Spence was very good at pins, right? Bud is good. Bud uses pins when like you got him on the ropes, right? Or he got you on the ropes. That's when he spins out.
Bro? Pens.
Huh?
I'm lost. What are you referring
to? Okay. Hold on. Let me cut my camera and I'll show you. Let me cut my camera and I'll show you what I mean.
I hope you got rid of that spider, Slick.
Man, that was some bullshit, bro. Oh my God, that was some bullshit.
I couldn't actually open the thing you put in the group chat, but I knew what you meant, so I still had to laugh.
It's on. I made a short of it, bro. Go on my channel. It's a short of it, and I zoomed in. That motherfucker was on my shirt the whole time, bro.
Yeah, well, stop worrying about stuff that's not going to hurt you.
Fuck that shit. That motherfucker was gonna get me. It went straight to my neck.
It looked more like a bug to me than a spider. But
I don't know what the fuck, man. I just know that shit.
We got
right.
spiders that eat fucking birds over here, so.
Yeah, I know. Fuck that.
Yeah, they're a bit sooky. They're a bit sooky over there in America. They'll even take guns out for raccoons, for fuck's sake.
I ain't see it crawling up your shoulder. We don't fuck with raccoons over here, Mark. You know
where'd my camera go?
The ones I've seen on YouTube are very cute and cuddly, mate.
The one I seen in my goddamn sitting on my fucking front porch was not cute or cuddly.
So who else we got here? Boxing Kangaroo.
Oh yeah,
I think
another fellow Aussie.
I've seen him on a few other things on Lyndon's channel, and there was another fella. There was another fella I used to follow. Well, I still got him, but he doesn't do fuck all now. I think he's locked up.
Johnny Boy.
Yeah, Box. Yeah. What was his channel called?
Johnny Says.
Johnny's Combat. Johnny's Combat.
Combat something. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember being on there one day. I was on there one day and you were singing, it must have been Australia Day, I think, and you were singing fucking Waltz in Matilda drunk as fuck or something.
Yeah. That's
my
me.
camera not working.
Yeah.
That's me, the drunken kangaroo. You should just put the drunken kangaroo.
Here we go. We got you, Slick. You just need Punch to put your. We had you.
I'm about to put it up on the.
Got you.
On the joint.
Got you.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so say like, can't even fucking see. All right, so say like, you coming in, right, and I'm like this, okay, and we get close enough, and you go for a body shot, boom, right. I take my right. When you went getting ready to bring it back, I do this, and that leaves this open, and I create that shot. It's not a setup. I'm creating shots. If we're in close, say you coming in, Paro tends to do this first, and then he comes with a hook or a straight. He could throw a jab, and he's not going to pull it back. He's going to leave it on your forehead and spin out. Like he kind of pushes your head, and then I spin out. By the time he turns, he's walking right back into a punch. If he gets you on the ropes, before he say, I get you on the ropes, right? And you're muffled up like this, right? Trying to protect your ribs, I'm going to pin both of your arms like this and then throw up top. And when you use pins, it's all in succession. Another guy, you want to know who?
Saying pins, right?
Pins, right. Another guy, I forgot about Lomachenko. Lomachenko was damn good at pins when he got you on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Knock your arm down, pin it, and hit you. You know what I'm saying? Those
Yeah,
type
gotcha.
of things.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So it's a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? When you got a guy that know how to mix that up with his punches. I shoot a feint, you show me you finna go downstairs, boom, I let you get it off, pin it, and I can go upstairs. I back up, spin out. You know what I mean? It's setting up. It's like it's not really a setup, but it's creating an opportunity for clean shots. You know what I'm saying? So like and it's deadly. Like for instance, remember Sean Porter fought Earl Spence, right? If you go back and watch how Earl Spence got that knockdown, he shot the jab and he put it on top of. He shot the jab, it looked like a jab, but he shot it on top of Sean Porter's head and held it there, and then came with the uppercut. Sean couldn't get away from it. You see what I'm saying? Those are considered pins. Gotcha. Now you got certain refs. Righto. If you keep that hand out too long, he's gonna tell you can't do it because you're blinding them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some refs don't give a shit though. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I totally get it.
Another little move I've seen Tim use and a few other boxers where they throw their hand out, the jab hand out, and then on the top of the other boxer's guard.
Yeah.
And, no, not the head, but their gloves, and then drag their hand down as they pull their left, and then swing in.
Right.
That's a good little move.
Yeah. Those are called pins.
That was a great way of explaining it too, bro.
Yeah, those are pins. If you Bud does it when he gets off the rope. If you ever notice when Bud's stuck on the rope like this and he leans back and he get a clean shot off, it never comes back and he'll push your forehead back and hold it. Then that's how he gets off the ropes every time. That's why you can't keep Bud in the corner. Yeah. You can't keep Bud on the ropes. He's good at it. You know what I mean?
Bud's just got too many tools in that toolbox, man. Right. I just can't believe he didn't even switch out of southpaw for that fight. He just fought him in southpaw the whole fight and just dominated.
Right.
Didn't switch once.
So I mean, like,
Bud's
just special, mate. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Mark, he's garbage. Just ask Mark. He's garbage.
That DJ.
I just wish he was more.
I'm making my late run for the troll of the year.
Oh shit!
I want the Mark Award.
Right, the Mark Award, right?
I just wish he fought more, man. He's just too inactive. He's just so inactive, man. Fighting once a year.
Bud looking for payday. This is retirement for him, man.
Yeah,
he's looking for the retirement check.
He's at the stage. Yep.
Boxing Kangaroo. Can I ask you a question? I don't know whether on other channels.
That's my shirt.
Or...
I don't know if y'all see my shirt. This is
or yourself. Yeah, there's a spider on the back of that one.
No, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, bro.
And
so,
all the little babies,
all
the little baby spiders that are coming over the coming months.
Omaha
world famous fish fry.
So, Boxing Kangaroo, have you voiced your opinion on what you might or might not expect in the Sam Goodman-Inoue fight at the end of the year? Where do you actually sit with that?
I think Sammy's going to get stopped in about round 3 or 4.
That's exactly what I said.
He gave him 6 rounds.
Damn.
I just think Inoue is going to work him out really quick. Sammy Goodman's got no pop, no nothing, man. The thing he can do is move. I just think Monster's a master at cutting the ring off, man.
Yeah.
When I watched him fight, that Paul Butler fight, mate, like that proved to me how he did Paul Butler. Even Nonito Donaire, when he fought him the second time, Nonito broke his cheekbone in the first fight, and Inoue just came back in that rematch and just dominated him and just blasted him out in 2 rounds. I just think Inoue's that. I think Inoue's our Pacquiao of this era. I think this is our new Pacquiao. I think Monster's that guy that he can just go up divisions, and I think he'll cap it maybe. I think he could get to 130, maybe at the end of his career. But I think he'll.
Did you see that he signed the deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh for, depending on what reports you want to listen to, 17 million, 30 million. So who's he fight after he's done with Goodman?
Nakatani for me. He's got Japan on Japan. I think that's the fight.
I think it's going to be
him. They already inked that. It's like that dude, he's supposed to fight him and his brother or something like that. He got to beat his little brother, and then he's going to be supposed to fight him.
I like Nakatani too, man. I think that Junto Nakatani's special. I just think Japan's just dominating these little lighter rounds, man.
Well, they actually have for a long time. It's just that they never got the actual coverage. And
well, mate, you can go back to
you talk to is Inoue a bigger name if he fights in the US? That's the $50 million question, literally, right? With the name he's done and what he's actually in this generation worth of boxing, put Japan on the map. Is he actually a bigger name if he goes to the US to fight with all of his titles now?
I mean, right now he's the most popular Japanese fighter.
Yeah.
There ain't never been no Japanese fighter as popular over here as him.
Yeah.
He's extremely popular over here already.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need to, does he, Punch? He's not forced to feel like he needs to.
He's so popular.
No.
He's just
he's earning a lot of money in Japan.
I would love to see him come over here and fight more often, but he don't have to.
He's treated. I know guys like that BT, True School Sports, that lad, that he's in Japan right now, and he's been over to Japan, but he went over for one of Monster's fights and it got cancelled on him. But he went around, mate, and he just showed the pictures and just this guy is treated like a god.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw it. Like in Japan, they treat him like a king. Remember we was talking about that, DJ? Like, he's like God in that country.
See, they don't have any combat sports. Like Japan's, they're not a big sort of combat sport country here. Maybe in, karate or like, I couldn't even name a kickboxer.
They got their tournament going on right now.
They do a lot of the UFC stuff, but they don't have the big draw of Monster. I mean, just having the following, the cult following he's got, man, is crazy. And he can pack that Tokyo Dome 3 times. If that Tokyo Dome was 3 times bigger, he'd fill it to the rafters, mate. They just love the guy. And they turn up for combat sports. The Japanese absolutely love it. That one championship they got, man, guys like Rampage Jackson, Bob Sapp, they made mega millions over there, man, just fighting. Because they love the sport and they treat them differently, man. I don't know. Japanese are a really respectful race and they really embrace their fighters, man. And Monster don't have to do anything. He don't have to go to fucking America. That's a load of bullshit. Monster will just keep doing what Monster does, man. I just think he's too much of a star in Japan to fight anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. I agree. He doesn't have to go to America.
It's hard for him to get American fighters to come to Japan. Like a lot of them don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So like, if he want to fight like the big dogs, like Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis ain't coming to Japan. He gonna have to come to America.
Yeah, but he won't go. He won't go to America for the same reason Tank won't go to Japan. Is because he thinks that the judges are going to rip him, and that's what that'll be Tank's thinking about going to Japan.
I mean,
that would be the only fight. That would be the only fight he would have to come here. We'll have to fight.
He ever had. Like he's fighting every fight. If you look at all the fights Inoue had here, they were all extremely tough. Like so, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. So it's hard getting used to different time zones, bro. Like
people forget that he won the Super Series in Vegas, man. Like he won the Super Series in Vegas.
They won fighters.
That's why I said he fought here. He fought in Vegas.
They knocked each other down. That was a great fucking fight. That's what put Inoue on the map. That's when everybody started saying, "Who's this monster Inoue dude? Who's this monster Inoue dude?" After he won that shit.
And
I think I looked at his box track. He's been there 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been here 3 times. That's what I was saying. Like all 3 of his fights was all extremely tough. All of them. Like he didn't just blitz through all 3 of the guys who came here. They was all like pushed them to the wire. So maybe that's why he don't like coming here. I don't know.
But the thing is, he don't got to come here. If he come here,
no, he don't have to at all. Just like AJ don't have to.
Same
thing happened with Anthony Joshua. Think about it. Anthony Joshua come to America, toughest fights he ever had. Like I don't know what it is about that.
Yeah, it just only fight reason you have to come here would have to be a mega fight like him and Tank or something. Other than that,
it
ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
The Tank fight doesn't make sense. Like Tank's 135. Like,
well, if Tank was a meeting, Tank said he would meet him at 130.
I think Tank would come down to fight.
Tank said it. He said, "I'll meet him at 130."
I think he'd come down at 130 to fight in a way.
Because
Tank's signature move is dragging little fellas up.
You know. So, well, he ain't gonna come up, but
we call that the Floyd Mayweather.
It is his move.
Catch weight. I think Ryan Garcia is the king of catch weight, man. That 143 pound. That's his fight.
Yeah, he ain't never fought at his weight division at one time.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's had 3 fights at 143 pounds.
Yeah. He never fought at 140 except that one time, and then he had to come away for Tank. But other than that,
And he trolled the fuck out of Dev in that fight, man. He trolled the fuck out of me. I thought he was going to get disqualified. If I could have put money on that fight, I would have put it on Ryan getting disqualified.
I won so much money, Kangaroo.
a lot of people thought it wasn't going to happen.
I knew it was going on, bro. I bet everybody. I bet
you're not allowed to talk about Devin Haney on this channel.
That's what I was about to say myself. Slick, I would have put money on that fight wasn't even going to go ahead. I didn't. I thought Ryan were going to end up in a fucking nut house.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people
That fight was the first day I met DJ. He called me crazy. He said, Punch is crazy in the chat talking about Ryan Garcia about to shock the world. You should have seen their faces when I came back up there at the end of that fight. I won $5,000 on that fight, yo. I bet everybody. That was just all accumulated from all the people I bet, yo. Swear to God, I was like 500 for you, 500 for you. Oh, you want to bet 500 too? Yep, I taking all bets. I knew what was going on.
Right before the fight,
Mexican boxers still mowing lawns to pay it off.
Man,
I knew it was going on.
Oh, Mexican boxer! I saw him this morning on. He was commenting on in the chat of the boxing voice, and he was trolling just as hard there as he does with you, Punch.
Yeah, Mexican boxing number one. Yeah, he be everywhere, bro. That dude be on everybody's channel, bro. He be on Cigar Talk. He be everywhere.
Oh yeah, he came over here one time. I banged his ass.
Yeah, boxing Kangaroo. I've got something left field for you.
Yep.
Give me your prospect of the year.
Oh, prospect of the year, mate. I'm pretty big on Henry Zawa. This Aussie. Have you seen the Aussie Sudanese kid?
I gotta look him up. What's his name?
Henry. He's a Sudanese lad. It's like ZZ. I can't even pronounce ZZA. Hang on, let me see if I can find it for you.
Well, let me ask the question in a different way. Camille Moten or Abdullah Mason?
Oh, Mason.
Who pips who?
Mason all day.
Explain.
I just think the way, his last fights, I look at these guys.
Well, his last fights, he got knocked down twice by a 5-1.
Yeah, well, Schofield didn't look real good in his last fight. Kid Austin didn't look real good in his fight, and he got dropped too. So, but the way Abdullah finished that fight, man, he's definitely a standout. Definitely a standout.
That's what I said. I said I don't care. He got knocked down a couple of times, but he got back up and got straight back into it.
I love the fact that I like seeing guys get dropped, man. I think getting chin checked, mate. There's nothing better than it. I love watching dudes get chin checked and see how they face adversity. I think Abdullah faced it beautifully.
Yeah, it's a learning thing.
Yeah, Slick said the same thing yesterday. He showed resilience by getting knocked down, and it was good that it happened so early in his career. I agree. And I was saying I was leaning more. Yesterday, me and Slick was debating about this, and I was leaning more towards Moten. But when I put their records together, I like my research. And Abdullah got 5 fights, 4 KOs. Yeah, Camille Moten got 3 fights, 3 KOs, and then he just weighed in 14 pounds overweight for his most recent fight, which is insane. So I would say it's going to be probably a shoe-in for Abdullah Mason to get prospect of the year.
Kid Austin, yeah, mate. I think Abdullah's facing better opposition than Kermel is. I think Kermel's going to get this money team fucking treatment where he's just going to get handed cans for a while and just keep knocking out these guys. And mate, he didn't want that fight. What did he have? Fucking 3 turkeys to come in 14 pounds over.
Yeah, that's shocking. That
tells me the guy wasn't even training. He wasn't even taking that serious, man. He couldn't be training.
That's what I said yesterday or the day before. I said that boy's either had a huge growth spurt in the last 3 months, or he's just not disciplined enough.
Yeah, he's lazy as hell. It looked lazy to me.
Well, mate, I'm telling you, if he's 14 pounds, if he battled to get to 14 pounds off 135, I don't think he'll be at 135 long, man. I don't even know if he'll fight for a title at 135 because the kid's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and grow into his body.
136 3/4 he fought at in his last fight in October this year.
Yeah, see, he's flogging himself to get to that, obviously, eh? And he's
got The one that he blew over by 14 pound, he was supposed to weigh in at 130, wasn't he?
I think it was 135.
Mate, he actually, technically, I'm having a look here on BoxRec. He actually hasn't made 130 or under since November last year. So
I thought he fought at 135.
In March
I
this
thought
year,
I thought this last one was supposed to be 130.
In March this year, 132. In August this year, 133 and a half.
Right.
And in October, 139 3/4. So he's not even close to a 130 or 135 pounder. He's just bulking up. He's going to
So what's he been fighting at though? Is that final day weigh in, or is
I
that?
thought he was a 135 pounder. That's what I thought he was.
Have they all been catchweight fights? What the hell's going on?
That's what I'm thinking. Are they all been catchweights or what?
Every one of them. And you see, he's got the team behind him. You know, he's getting.
All right. So I see what's going on here. They trying to put him in there and let him bully on these little guys, looking spectacular with knockouts. Then he get extremely popular and they up the competition.
And that's what they're saying.
That's what they did with Tank.
You fit the
I was going to say it's the Tank. It's the Tank blueprint.
It's the Mayweather effect.
Yeah, that's what they did with Tank. Tank, like I said, you go find a video. He stepped on scale. They said, "Did they say 160?" Dude started laughing. Said, "Yep."
Dead right.
Was
Dead right.
Bro. He was a
Tank is still doing it.
Boxing Kangaroo.
When you started on Tank.
No, well, Boxing Kangaroo, let me save you the hassle.
Fuck, we got a fair bit in common.
Mark 1st, come back to this channel because there'll be an individual here that's happy to hear all your concerns about Tank. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, he lucky RT on hiatus.
I've spoken to a few. I've got a few guys that have tried chewing me out. One guy told me to take Tank's nuts out of my mouth. I said, "Hey, mate, I'm not the one praising the guy. You are. You might want to take him out, brother. I'm the one that's just disappointed."
Yeah, that's the problem with Tank fans. They love Tank the person, not Tank the boxer. That's weird.
But they're like Canelo fans, bro. They'll defend every fight they have when there's, you know, like, we're going to talk about, like, I'm going to jump to Canelo, right? And Canelo's done brilliantly. Don't ever get me wrong. Canelo's done brilliantly. But the way Canelo's moving right now and holding up all these fucking divisions, it really gives me the shits, man. And I want to know from you guys.
Oh, let me hug this man.
Just tell me.
Let me give you a hug.
Just tell me, when have you ever, like, they're calling Canelo top 5 Mexican all-time great. Just tell me a Mexican all-time great that avoided the best fight in their division. Just tell me one. I don't know one. Chavez fought everyone. Salvador Sanchez at 23, to me, has done more. That win over Azuma Nelson.
You don't know one, Boxing Kangaroo, because there hasn't been another one.
I just really struggled to put him up there, mate. You know, and guys like Morales that fought everyone, even when he lost, he still fought everyone in their prime. No excuses. He wanted that motherfucker. I don't know, man. Canelo's all about the business for me now, and I think since Billy Ho Saunders, since that win, man, I think his career's gone downhill. I'm not a hater. I'm just disappointed, man. And back to the Tank thing. Tank's best win was 2017, Pedraza. I don't care what anyone says.
That's a fact.
He came up.
That's a fact. That's the one fight when you talk to a Tank fan, that's the one fight they go back to. He beat Pedraza.
Yeah, that's true.
Who else since then though?
But what's happened since then, man? Like dragging up guys from 130 and putting hydration clauses. Like, I never heard of a hydration clause before, man. And one thing I want to jump back onto the Richardson, Hitchens, and Paro. Let's not forget the 10-pound rehydration clause the IBF stipulate. So, Hitchens, this bigger dude, ain't going to hydrate and come in all that bigger the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget that hydration clause is in play for the IBF. So,
well, if I've learned anything from being on these channels with these boys, Boxing Kangaroo, is the rehydration clause only became an issue once they stopped doing the same-day weigh-ins.
Right.
You know, and I think that gets rid of weight bullies. That gets rid of, if we go back
I
to
agree.
that. But I see why they do it. They do it as a marketing ploy. They try and get more eyes on the fight before the night of the fight.
Well, it's actually a commercial thing because they can't get the commercial bodies there and the eyes to actually watch the weigh-in if it's 10 a.m. on the morning of the fight. Everyone's
That's
actually
right.
doing something else. So it's about a commercial thing to get everyone to stop and watch the day before.
Which
But
comes back to marketing, mate. You know, like that's marketing 101. If they can drag that out over 2 days, they're going to get more eyes. That's just how it goes. But look, I just wish, and mate, I wish we went back to 15 rounds or 13 rounds. I hate seeing these even rounds, like having 12. I wish we went back to the days of Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard, and you know, when 4 kings were 4 kings, mate. Basically,
When it meant
I agree.
you know, there's a lot of things that have changed in the sport, man. I think social media plays a huge part in boxers being able to, you know, like a fan can feel really close to their fighter because they'll follow them on social media. They'll see every tweet they put out. They feel a lot closer nowadays. But I think it also gives guys an excuse to become the undisputed social media champion, where they can just talk about fighting and not actually fight. And the thing that I've noticed with Tank is when there's a good fighter at 135, and I'll go back to Kambosos Teo. When Kambosos beat Teo, Tank was screaming from the rooftop that he'd fight Kambosos, stick the belts up your ass. But that never came to fruition. Like, Tank calls all these names out, but he just never takes the risk. Mate, I think Tank could possibly be. Tank's got one thing that most 134, well, nearly all 135 pounders don't have. And it's that fucking hand that can put you to sleep like a heavyweight. He's got that over everyone. He can set traps, you know, like he plays possum. I think he's super skilled and super gifted, but how good will he be? I just don't know, man, because he just won't test himself.
Hey, yo, Boxing Kangaroo came in here cooking facts, bro. All facts. Go ahead, dog.
He's bringing the passion punch. So part of the passion.
Like, you guys can agree with me. As an Aussie, right, we like take all this bullshit of their private life out of it. I like fighters that get in there and walk the walk and talk the fucking talk. And that's one thing with Aussie boxers. That's one problem Aussie boxers will always have, because they'll always take an L, because they'll always challenge themselves, man. They'll always want to be the best. There's no one they won't fight. There's no one they're not scared of. That's why they'll lose belts, because they'll challenge themselves. And that, to me, is what's missing in American boxing today, is that heart that the Americans used to have. The guys like Sugar Ray Leonard that take 3 years off with a detached retina, and their tune-up fights against fucking marvelous Marvin Hagler. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and I was on Slicks Live the other day, 2 or 3 days ago, and I said exactly the same thing. I said, I'd love to get behind Tank. You know, I said, but I'm not going to until he either fights Shakur at 135 or moves up to 140 and challenges, say, let's go to Paro because of the rehydration clause. You know, he can't blow up, so, well, not too much.
I just don't think Tank,
you know, until he takes something that I call a risky fight, I just can't get behind the bloke. It just,
well, you know,
he annoys me.
I think Mario Barrios' belt's on ice for him. I think if he ever goes to 140, they'll put him up against Barrios, and he'll beat Barrios again easy.
He ain't going
but he's at 140. He's at 147 now.
Fucked up.
Well, you know, when the Loma fight 5 years ago,
Hank is saying at 35 for the rest of his career.
Yeah, but you know, when he was offered the Loma fight, man, back in fucking 2017, and he turned around and he said Floyd was trying some slick shit and wanted to see him get knocked out, and like that, you know, that's when he threw the blame onto Floyd for wanting him to fight Loma. That there for me showed me everything about Tank, and just even since, man, guys like Rolly Romero, you know, Frank Martin, yeah, he was a good contender. But he'd never done anything. He'd never faced any decent opposition. You know, the writing was on the wall with that fight. The thing that I noticed with Tank is he's all about the business. All about the business. Yeah. And with Tank, the business is low risk, high reward. Because he's got.
But that's one thing RC, our little mate that comes on every now and then, has explained to me there. And he explained to me the other day, he said, Mark, he's nothing but a money-generating novelty for PBC.
100%.
And that's as simple as that.
He's the only one they got. He's the only one the PBC's got.
That's funny.
And I don't like it, but that's the way it is. So.
I got one more topic before I get out of here for the night. You know, Clarissa Shields is at it again. She tweeted today She got the skills to whoop Jake Paul's ass. Now,
I don't even
I
want to
agree with
talk to
two
that.
things that she got to say.
That's
I
just
agree with two.
garbage.
One thing I can agree with say, yeah, she probably got the skills to maybe outpoint Jake Paul, but it's still a man with power. And if you
And a
got
big
knocked
man.
down by a
He's
135-pound journeyman,
he's what?
put you on your ass.
220 pounds?
Yeah, a 220-pound heavyweight is going to knock you the fuck out. When will the delusion end with Clarissa Shields? It's like, I'll let you go first, and then after we talk about this, I'm going to go ahead and close it up.
I don't really have anything to say, mate. I don't.
I got fuck all for you either. That's just stupid.
Yeah,
I'm sick of that fucking woman.
Yeah.
When I think about this shit, it is always super funny to me because she actually believes this in her heart, wholeheartedly. Like, it's like, bro, did you forget that we got eyes and we all seen you get knocked down by a 135-pound nobody? The dude that knocked her down got beat up by Rolly Romero.
And that was with headgear. That was with headgear and big gloves.
And that's with
and the judge, the ref done him a real good favor too.
Like, man, if she don't, like, this is the delusion that needs to stop immediately.
Right.
First you hating on Serrano, and now this. Come on, man. Is he doing it for just for controversy, or does she really believe this? I don't know. I'm starting to believe this. She
get in there and get knocked out. Just get in there and knock out.
Oh, did you ain't hear what I said? Slick Clarissa Shields tweeted that she can whoop Jake Paul's ass in the fight. She got the skills to beat him. Now listen, I'm saying, like, maybe she got the skills that went outpoint maybe Jake Paul, but he's still a man with massive.
You're not beating no man, bro.
Who just fought at heavyweight? You're not beating no man.
I don't believe that. I mean, she doing that shit because her personal beef. Her personal beef is because he tried to sign her, and she didn't like it because she called him a YouTube, and he was like, "Well, fuck you then." She didn't see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now he's seeing the money.
And now she's eating crow.
Jealous.
Yeah. She's pissed. She's pissed because she's seen that. That's what I was going to say. She's pissed because those other two girls got $6 million each.
It ain't even
more than she's been paid the whole fucking time.
Right. It ain't even that. She's seeing Shadeja Green and her at the stage of her career making over $1 million.
Yeah, Shadeja made 1.5.
Yeah. At her stage of her career, which is unheard of, like, and this guy's getting them paid and she's eating crow. That's all she's doing. So she sees that, and yeah, she's mad at that shit. Like, what the fuck? She should never sign with Salida. She should have, when she was about to re-up the contract, she should have signed with Jake Paul, and Jake Paul would have got her the fight she wanted because he was paying Woody Way.
Yeah, but this is what happens when you're a loudmouth fucking dumbass.
Right. Hey, before I get out of here, guys. Right now, we was talking about Asian boxing and all that stuff, and how it's not as popular. Well, they trying to build that shit up because they treat their little competitions like they got the Asian boxing, what is it called, the Asian Boxing Confederation. It's a YouTube channel and it's live, been live like every day, and they got like it's day 3 on their competition. They treat this competition like they coming out like they real boxers and all of that shit, bro. They're amateurs over there.
This is what guys like Monster will do, mate. They'll create the next generation of boxing superstars.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. And it's live right now. Swear to God, right now it's Thailand and is it Thailand? It's in the background. Thailand versus somebody on this tournament right here, right now.
Oh, like it's country versus country. That's tight.
Yeah, well, yeah, but sometimes like you got this. I think this guy probably Ukrainian or something that's in here fighting Chinese guy right now. But yeah, like it's going down. They be trying to be watching this shit, bro, just to see who next coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's men and women.
Just off the back of that, Slick, I reckon that Boxing Kangaroo, if anyone that can sell it, he might be able to. No Limits card the week after this. Justice Hooney, Jasmine Parr. Is that worth your US friends that you've just made watching it?
Nah. Well, Jazzy Parr's just started boxing. Justice Hooney's, in my eyes, I think he's too pillow-fisted to be a heavyweight contender or even a prospect.
I agree. I think Opatara beat him.
Opatar will kill him. Opatar will kill him. I'll tell you who I am big on now. This was signed yesterday. I'm not sure if you remember the Olympic Aussie, the Terra Moana, who got beaten by Jalalov in the Olympics in the semis. He's just turned pro and just been signed by Matchroom.
I saw that.
That kid, I'm super keen on. That motherfucker's got four fights, 4 knockouts, and he's gone back and changed his style up because he was just a slugger. He's gone back, got a bit of style about him, gone to the amateurs, and I think he's sharpened his game up, mate. And I tell you what, I think that guy in a smaller set of gloves, without a singlet on, I think he'll create a bit of a ruckus. And man, I'm looking forward to him. And I think he's fighting. He's actually on that February 22nd card.
What weight is he at? I didn't see that. What weight he fought?
Heavyweight.
Oh, he's heavyweight. Oh, okay.
What is his name again?
Terra Moana.
Terra Moana?
Terra Moana.
I'm going to look him
Teremana.
Oh, yeah, I know about that guy. He got all knockouts, don't he?
Yep, 4-4.
Yeah, he's a heavy hitter.
I'm going to look him up.
He's from the Cook Islands. But he's born and bred in Australia. He represents Australia. He was born in Sydney and now lives in Queensland. I'm really big on this guy, man. I followed that Olympics with a really good eye, and I thought he could have beaten Jalalov, but Jalalov just got behind that jab, and I think Jalalov had too much experience to go back and win a second gold medal. I'm not big how they let the pros go back for that. I think that's bullshit. But I think Terra Moana, being a young guy, signing a new deal with Matchroom, I think he'll be exciting, man. And he said he wants to get active and get moving. So let's see how that pans out.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look him up.
There you go. Prospect of the year.
Well, he hasn't fought yet.
All right, fellas. I'm about to get out of here now. Hey, Boxing Kangaroo, man, I appreciate you stopping through, man. Come back again, dog. You're always welcome, man.
I'll see you. Normally I'm working, mate, but it's bucketing down rain here at the moment, so I knocked off a bit early. But I'm always tuning in, listening. I'm always fucking lurking in the background.
Over the weekend, Boxing Kangaroo, like our Saturdays and Sundays, particularly when fights are on. You can see there that Slick 50's got his judges table, so he's on GMT Sports. And the unicorn that was Heavy Bag, if you do a search on YouTube for Heavy Bag.
I'm subscribed to Heavy Bag.
Yeah, it was good to see Heavy.
Yeah, and the professional boxer himself, 913 Boxer, he's got his own channel.
Yep.
So every now and then he'll pop up and solve the problems of the world. Did I miss anyone else, guys?
King Casual.
Oh, yeah, King Casual.
Yeah,
he hasn't got a channel, though.
He don't got a channel, though. But,
who's that?
I just...
RC.
I just put the link to the Asian tournament in the chat.
Oh, man,
that's what that link is right there.
GMT, bro. I'll sub up to you, man. You're about the only one I'm not subbed up to at all them names. So.
Right on.
Yeah, bro. I'll sub up for sure.
Appreciate
it. Yeah, GMT's.
Yeah, I do, mate. I do. It's but look, I don't go live. I'm more of a joker. I do a lot of shorts, and I use a lot of Aussie. I do a lot of comedy stuff, you know. Like I'm a bit of a clown, bit of a character.
Likes to sing Waltzing Matilda on Australia Day.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm definitely an Aussie larrikin, yobbo, whatever you want to call me. But at the end of the day, man, like I don't fall in love with a fighter. I don't pick fights over. Like when Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu, I'm not going to hold you up. When Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu were signed to fight, I had Virgil knocking Tim out in that fight. I thought Tim would get knocked out, and we may never get to see it now. But anyway, yeah, I just like keeping it a buck. And mate, I love the sport. I don't love the fighter. First and foremost, that's my big criteria. So they're the channels I rock with, man. People who are, you know, if they're a bit fanboy for a fighter, you fucking lose it. I lose interest really quick when people can't keep it a buck and be honest about their guys. They lose me, man. So I've been around this joint for about 5 years, and yeah, there's a lot of channels I used to go to that I definitely don't go to anymore. But I just like seeing channels like this, man, the underground stuff that are just popping and sort of chewing the fact that guys that are like-minded and You know, not
Yeah.
they don't take this shit too serious at the end of the day.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
GMT, GMT's a good one because he knows his shit. Unlike Punch, he's just a fucking Bud fanboy.
Fuck you, Mark.
Straight
I
back
just
to
put
the
my
top
link in
of
the
the
chat.
list. Straight back to the top of the list.
Hey,
I'm keeping that
what's
spot
the name
too.
of your channel, Boxing Kangaroo?
The Boxing Kangaroo. It's
The?
just that it's what I've chatted in the chat there, man. You can see me comments in there. Just
okay, the Boxing Kangaroo, because I put Boxing Kangaroo in it.
And that's on. Is that on YouTube?
I'm a sub up.
Mate, yeah, that's my YouTube channel.
Okay.
I'm finna sub up to you. I just you copy and paste it, or I don't know if you're on your phone or not, but I just put it in the chat.
I'll jump out and jump in the chat, and I'll grab your channel straight away, brother.
Right, I'm going to your channel now.
Hey, thanks for having me, Punch. I look forward to talking with you fellas on the next one, and fucking good to see a few Aussies every now and then. Thanks for having me, guys.
Right on, man. Make sure you come back.
Brother, man, you're more than welcome anytime, dog.
There's the thing about channels that be out of country, man. YouTube be regional, man, and it's hard to find them. So if one of you guys subscribe to them already, put it in the
Well,
the
how the fuck did I find you?
It just floated. I don't know. Like
I found you through Heavy.
Slick, I'll get one of his posts and just put it in the group chat.
Yeah, do that because I put it in and it's coming up with
that. You'll be able to just find it.
Yeah, I didn't know that Boxing Kangaroo had a page. So otherwise, I would already subbed up.
I did, but it's a bit random.
At one time, you know, Mad Chad be popping in all every time, and he got a super big channel. They be going crazy over there. I can't fuck.
Yeah, see that?
That's how
that other bloke that I mentioned earlier, Johnny's Combat Sports, I think it was. He sounded a lot like that Mad Chad, like their voice, the way they talk,
Boston accent, yeah.
But that Johnny Boxing Combat or whatever, I've heard him do a few, but he's on the phone from a fucking from a jail when he's doing it because you can hear him in the background, you know, interrupting his call. Yeah, so he's locked up at the moment. I don't know why, but
still doing this stream and shit. That's funny. But yeah, man, fellas, it's 2 a.m. I'm going to sleep, man. Y'all have a good night.
Right on, man.
Hey, Mark,
Thanks,
I appreciate y'all taking time.
Thanks, Mark.
All
right, thank you, boys. Thank you.
I'll be on in the morning.
Well, thanks for showing up, Heavy. That was a fun ass surprise right there. 913 RC. Shout out to the guys, everybody. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next time.
Okay. See you, mate.
Peace.